and stuff.
Yes. Inevitably we'll...
Okay.
What?
No, go on, carry on.
Inevitably we'll have the housewarming and do all that. But for the time being, it's...
How's Jake?
Yeah, he's about the same old. Just flittering
Busy
along.
with work.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Never ending. How about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same old. Busy with work, busy with Emma.
No.
Which reminds me, she was asking whether you guys were free next month at some point.
Possibly.
Yeah, she wants to go for some drinks or something in Preston, so I said, why don't I ask you guys?
I think at the very least not... hold on, let me find the math here. As long as it is literally like any point next month, because in a week from now his friend will be coming down from Germany.
Yeah.
So super occupied.
Nice. Yeah, no. Well, I'm away this next week and the week after, so it will literally be next month.
Well, that's right.
At some point.
Hi.
Damn. Hello.
Hello, everybody. So, quick disclaimers. Obviously, there we go. Quick disclaimers.
Is my mic working now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
All of you check your sheets. Read up your abilities and stuff. I have added some things to some of you. Obviously, Megan not counting, her entire thing is new. As well, I have... Where I've seen health that doesn't look correct for your level, I have adjusted it to what I believe is more suitable. So, before some of you are on like 40s, like Aaron for example, because you guys had done a fight where you had reduced max health and it was never altered. So I've changed it to what I believe is more accurate. As well, I have rolled a d6 to give you all maximum health in lieu of level ups, because other reasons that I won't get into. And I rolled a 6 because of course, so you have an additional 6 on top of your max HP. I'll tell Colin this when he inevitably gets here too, but I think that's about it for the time being. But yeah, if there's anything that's kind of out of the way or anything anyone wants to talk about, let me know.
I can't read.
Oh my god, no. Hello, Connor.
Hello.
Connor, long story short, I've pissed around with Caligar and Dazdan, and obviously Grug is a whole different story, but some people's health was less than they should have been. I have altered it to be more appropriate, and I've also given you an additional 6 maximum HP on top. You're welcome. Now everybody is aware, I can stop saying it.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, my head and brain is not fully with it at the moment.
Good, because there's
going
to be a lot of lore dropping, and it's going to be great, so you're all going to fucking suffer today, don't worry.
Wait, what one are we doing today?
Remnants. We are returning home.
I was like, oh no, I've not read it in a long time. But I'm still happy I get to be Aya again. I missed her so
I
much.
was partially hoping for at least today because I wanted to decide what. I hadn't fully decided what to do with Caligar. Does that?
Well, get decided.
Well, you'll have all the time while I'm doing exposition, and not to mention, it's a tournament. You know what you're going to be doing.
Fighting bitch.
Punch, punch, punch.
All I had to say was Dazdan and Caligar were going to be going doing mercenary work on the side and just gathering information on the people, trying to gather more information on the people that are
We'll get to a degree of specificity, do not worry. There's a
I've not decided on that, but yeah.
There's a 5-year gap of time to get through. And to be honest, I was going to generalise it, you can flush it out as we go along, but for the most part, at the moment, it is... Unless you guys want to do any in-character interactions, because it has been a while, then you can feel free entirely. I'm just going to jump into the meat of it all, really. Firstly, we have Atlesia once more. Not Atlesia, Remnants. Megan, yes, hell yes, and also ultra yes, because you will find out very quickly why.
Also, sorry if I sound slightly fed up, it's because it's been a very long day at work, and I've been slightly panicked for the majority of it.
Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Pudding.
Well, I had to get my car sorted because MOT, I didn't realise until the other day that it was my MOT ran out today.
Oh no.
I thought it was the 24th, and I managed to get it booked in a garage up the road from my work. But yeah, it's just a panic of all of this morning, going to one, then to another, and then finally finding the third one. Was actually able to squeeze my car in, so it's been a bit of a stressful, rushed, manic morning. And my mum has a tendency to be able to get to the part of me where I flip out the most with my anxiety and start feeling very, very pressured.
Yes. Understandable. I forgot about my MOT for a month, and I was driving around every day. Oopsie.
So I've been slightly stressed, and also I've got a sharp pain in my chest, which is kind of hurting.
Oh man. I had a child have a panic attack first thing in the morning, and then another child threw up all over the library and all down himself, so he had to go home. And then I had two children today who were just not listening, and just one of them just kept hitting the other one, and I was like, oh my god.
Can I have a panic attack?
I understand the stress. Well, if you do, I know how to deal with that now, because I guided him inside, and we sat and read a dinosaur book until he was ready to come into the classroom, and we talked about how he was feeling and what he could do next, and did some deep breathing. So Connor, if you like, I can read a dinosaur book with you.
Can I have a picture book? And
Yeah.
I'm not big on talking about my feelings.
Well, tough shit, because that's what you do.
Gonna sit you down, stare you in the eyes, like, listen to me, mister. Firstly, breathe. Secondly, look at this dinosaur.
I will
Also,
do it.
how are
I
you
will
feeling?
do it.
You say that, but that would be partly bullying, because to stare directly at me is one of my weaknesses, because I get very anxious around direct eye contact unless I just beat myself up to do it, or if it's in an environment where I feel, well, calm.
Do not worry. I work with many children who have ASD and things that are also not very good with eye contact. So I'm used to not saying, look at me, look me in the eyes, because I'm like, I did that once to a child, and I found out later on, because no one had told me that he had ASD, so I didn't know that, eye contact wasn't a thing for him. And I felt so horrible that I'd made him look at me that I just don't say it anymore, because I'm just like, nope, never mind. I don't want to have that experience again, because I felt awful. It was horrible. So I would not make you look at me in the eyes.
I think the only recently, the only time I forced myself to keep eye contact was during a job interview. And that was very hard for me. Very hard. But all I remember was my mate Stevie telling me, being like, keep eye contact. Keeping eye contact when you're in a job interview is one of the strongest things you can do. It's one of the things that ensures that you come across extremely confident, and that, well, you can get yourself the job in the bag, because, well, they see, he's keeping eye contact, he's confident. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, oh god, this isn't comfortable. Am I blinking too much? Am I staring too intently?
I do that too.
Am I looking like I'm staring at her in the face? Am I looking like I'm not staring at her chest or anything? And all these thoughts.
I just keep nodding.
Yeah, I have all of these sort of thoughts go in my head. I overthink like mad in situations where I'm having to be very what's the word? Formal.
Yeah. Me too. I think lots of us do that.
The worst thing is, I overthink things like that, and then sometimes I think, oh shit, maybe they think I'm doing that. Maybe they think I'm being a creep because of how I look. Oh no.
Oh no.
Guys, what?
No. No. Well, I hope that D&D helps you feel better, buddy.
It shall. And if it doesn't, then
Burgers.
something is wrong.
Yeah, burgers and D&D. Let's go.
So,
Sorry, Lee.
no. So, Honestly, it has been that long, I could not give a decent recap. So instead, I will give a flash forward. Firstly, regardless of whatever you guys decide to do on your 5-year hiatus, if you're still in Parabor, if you head out across the world, you go home for a bit. If you're sticking around to do whatever it is you feel needs to be done still with your friends, over the course of the 5 years, you will have met up, that goes without saying. Here and there, some of you might have been called to arms for one nation or another, doing adventurous here and there, mercenary work in the case of Dastan and Kavagar. You inevitably will come home. But firstly, after technically at the end of the year where our last session would have ended, you guys were about to join the tournament and go as you were. For a bit of a idea as to how the tournament would have went, a quick lowdown on it, you guys would have done incredibly well. The tournament had 3 parts originally. It was going to be first a test of your general capability, your ability as people. You were part of a point system. The first series of tests were, and it's a really cute thing, I might still do it the next time if we ever do it again. The first was a test of strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and then charisma. And I actually had a quiz all set out for you
That's
guys.
almost like our stats.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I know. I had a quiz and everything. It was cute, and there was a dance, and it was, I might still do it. And obviously, though some of you have a little bit of difficulty in some of those departments, luckily, others amongst your party would fill out those roles very quickly. You, after all, do have quite a broad scope of abilities. As you participated in the tournament, you managed to get all the way to the end, to the finale. You defeated your foes, who were rather strong individuals that come from the Egalian Waste. They themselves were what you found out later to be Thrikreen in disguise, basically like bug people in disguise. And there was a big hubbub about it. It's kind of like aliens in the middle of the street, pretty much. Nothing really happened with them. They were kind of taken aside. Things were discussed about why they were hiding themselves. You guys didn't really get the scope of that. You were praised. You went towards the center of the structure to place your hands on the chalice that would issue you your wish. And as a party, as you face that last moment, you're about to touch the chalice. Down, descending like an angel of oblivion and nuisance, a certain old human man, disguised in his very fun little way. Let me find his image. Hanneman, if anyone remembers that. Hanneman Smoke.
Oh, of course, the racist bastard.
Yeah, exactly. Tried to make himself the Duke of Parabor. Failed. He disguised in his image the Monster of Pride, descended down, lowered this curtain of quite literally blood down upon you, washed you all down back toward the steps, stole the chalice and disappeared in the same moment. An assortment of cultists and demons all descended upon the mountainside. The entire place became a mess. It was all just distractions and him chuckling as he left. Over the course of the 5 years, you all chased him down through one land to the next, doing your own thing as you guys went. Every time you had some degree of a clue, you hunted it down. Within 3 years of the event happening, you found where the chalice was. There was this big, overwhelming ritual in the middle of a volcano, and the chalice itself was being held aloft, and there were cultists that were feeding it their very essence by bleeding themselves. And Rodrigue Expulcar, one of the little minions of Hanneman, was using their energies in a necromantic ritual to try and taint the chalice. From what you guys managed to find, you believe you managed to stop him in time. The chalice had no adverse effects. You knew as well that while the chalice was a wish-granting device, it had no such capability while it was not atop the mountain. And only on that specific day, the last day of the week of the tournament, would it actually give a wish to cast it into the lava. Yes. Only on the last day of the tournament would it actually be able to grant a wish to anyone. So the reason of them taking it and removing it still has eluded you. Though that isn't the only thing that the entire party focused on. While you were away, some of you were searching for ways to get your friend Aldeana back from the other realm. Luckily, in your journeys and your research and your time across the lands, you met a lovely woman who happened to be a paladin of that very same faith of Saloon. She can describe herself, I believe, but if you want to do that now, Megan, you are more than welcome to, because over the next couple of years you guys would get to know her very well, as she gives you not what you expected, but a ritual that's to contact and open a path to the not specifically the plane that Aldeana is in, but it opens up the divine gate for long enough for something to come through. You guys learn that with the chalice, you might actually be able to break through to the divine realm without repercussions. You only would need to use the ritualistic components that you gathered over the years, place it down before the chalice, and ask for your wish. And she herself would be contacted through interplanar connection and would, in theory, be allowed to walk through the gate back to your realm. And so, after those many years, you guys have returned the chalice as it was placed back onto its pedestal. You all eventually left, returned home as you were. The mountain disappeared back into the earth, and now on your 4th year, coming into the 5th year, the tournament is a couple of weeks away. You all have a means of travel to get there. You are spending your last couple of days in Parabor, rekindling with each other. And Megan, my dear, if you would like to generally identify yourself, you can feel free to say no. If you are feeling too awkward about it, I would not blame you.
No, it's fine. Hello. My name is Annabelle, and I am a big, strong, half-orc lady. There we go. As I said, I'm a paladin, and I kind of, stereotypical big, strong orc, but I'm actually a very dainty, fair maiden at heart. I believe in kind of chivalrous and bravery and gallant acts.
And I mean, it really goes without saying, the moment you guys proposed anything to do with not only her goddess, but with saving what can only be misconstrued as a princess of the goddess, yeah, it kind of immediately was like, what, princess? Yes, hello. And ever since, though maybe unintentionally, has become a very well-known member of your party. Though each of you have your many accolades and quite a many nations knows of your party by now, she is just as impressive, with the name and symbol of Saloon emblazoned across herself, and the deep knowledge of the faith. And I mean, just being generally cutie patootie as fuck. I mean, very quickly became part of the crew.
Woo!
Yes!
Where's our picture?
Oh, hold on. Let me just do that. So if you guys go on the tournament, the Remnants. I will reveal it now. Hold on. Bippity
Why,
boppity.
why, why is my husband in Parable?
Because you said he was not joining the tournament.
Oh, Darcy. Oh, look at you, big strong lady. I found you on the map now. I was like, where is she? I forgot
Not
to
there.
scroll down. I didn't know where anyone was. I see her now. I see Wolfie too.
Yes.
Hey, Wolfie. I love that Wolfie's not really got that much less hit points than me. Really, in the grand scheme of things.
I do remember the pet leveling system thing that he had. It's really cute.
Oh, it is. It
I
is.
remember my pet being leveled.
Did he level? Oh, Rachel.
Lee,
Yes.
He's
Did you
level
say
4.
did you say I've got access to Gallagher's sheet?
You should, but let me just double check. You do not. Hold on. Boop. There you go. Feel free to have a read of shit and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna need to because you didn't really tell me that much, and I was kind of like,
Yes. So you guys are currently, though it won't show it on the table, you guys have a large spread out across the table. Each of you kind of like picking at little picky bits, others taking large chunks of like bigger foods and meats, and a wide table of food it has been made by Goro and a couple of other assistants that are now part of you guys what's basically party mansion, let's be honest.
boo! Lee,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Is this 5 years later?
Yes, this will be exactly
So-
5 years after the events of the tournament that went
So Aya's
awry.
gotten older.
She has. I think she is
Oh my
legally a
God.
knight of Parabol now.
Oh,
She is. Well, she is a halfling.
Mm.
So I don't know how the aging system really works.
I
Like,
think similar to humans.
is it?
I think
so,
maybe more.
She'd be 22.
They reach adulthood at 20 and generally live into the middle of their first or second century.
My God. Well, I'll change her age now. But you notice she look really cute now. Okay. Bye. Thanks.
oh my! I need to check. Lost.
For a small bit of flavour as well, by the way, this head over here on the mantelpiece. Yeah, that's a. Thank you, Baba. I'll be here in a sec.
That's who?
Ew, I'm 32.
That's Akana's head.
Oh.
Thank you, Baba.
Wow. Oh, Aya is 21 because she's not had her birthday yet.
Mm.
There we go. I've
You can consider
decided.
it now if you want.
Oh my God, she's gonna celebrate it real soon.
No,
She still looks very young though.
well, I mean, to be fair, like, you guys have had a few birthdays missed here and there because you've all been exploring and doing your own bit.
It's okay. She'll have gone to her home to have her birthday.
Yes.
She gone back to them.
Giant.
Oh, look at the food! Oh my God, that was a big food plate.
They're all going to be massive, don't mind it.
Look at the back of apples. Oh my God,
The apples.
the apples.
Oh.
Oh, can I have had Aya help out making the food because she got the chef thingy,
Yes.
and that means you get some hit points.
Oh, yes.
It lasts for 8 hours. I want to do that, so she help out with the food just in case. You know, you can never be too careful. So.
So, first and foremost, as everyone is kind of settling in, grabbing like chunks of food and the like, is there anything that anyone would like to say as part of their journeys that's changed for their character? Any like small like tidbits, any life changes, that kind of thing.
How's the married life going?
Goro's followed around by a small baby, so pretty good.
Oh my God! My baby is my new best friend. Where's the baby?
The baby is like 3 years old.
Where's the baby?
The baby has not been revealed yet. The baby is with Minthea's mother.
Oh, okay. Do we know about the baby?
I mean, I would assume so. I can't imagine it's easy to hide a pregnancy from everybody.
Well, you can if we don't see each other for 9 months or however long your race stay pregnant for.
No nuts.
A baby? I bet it's taller than me already.
I mean, everything is. So.
Elite.
Yeah.
A baby?
There's a new picture I want for Caliga.
Throw it up, bitch.
Oh,
If anyone
I
does
am
want
going
any
to-
new pictures, send me them. I will change them.
I will send you. Wait. Eh? Oh, there you are. I got really confused. I was like, where is he? I messaged him recently.
Aya looks very similar, but she now is grown out of her training bras.
That nice.
She is 21. She is now an adult. 1 year into adulthood. It's very
Lee,
important.
Mm.
just your question. Well, just a question actually.
Yeah.
Because I got 2 pictures, but I couldn't decide. I like that one, but I also found this one, but I'm not sure. Can I send you any?
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
debating
if
between
you're
this
just gonna
one-
tell me you want the other one, you might as well send it. Yeah.
I don't know what one.
The second one makes more sense.
Yeah, I'll go with the second one.
Just like age-wise and whatnot, and hair.
Yeah.
Just so much more sense.
Yeah, that's kind because I thought the short one kind of looked cooler, and plus it would have been quite funny to be like, yeah, also Gallagher had a haircut, but he still had a haircut, but he's still slightly longer.
So.
I can edit the picture. I just need a new token.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm already 5
Yo.
steps ahead of you.
Damn, son.
Is there anything else anyone would like to reveal? Because if not, I can do it for you.
Okay, I've changed my picture, so if people want to check out Gallagher, you can.
I don't.
Hopefully, I think it's.
Oh my
processed
god, he
today.
has clothes on.
Yeah, he's also learned to put clothes on as well.
He's
Wow, he
matured.
looks like the Kakashi fan art, but like when he's got his hair down, then he's got
Yeah.
his armor on. I like you a lot. I like you a lot.
Yeah, travelling with Dazdan, after being a hermit for God knows how long it felt for poor Caliga, Dazdan basically travelled with, Caliga travelled with Dazdan as they went about more or less doing a bit of mercenary work in order to just make a little bit of a living, as well as introduce, Dazdan's way of introducing Caliga to the world again.
So big.
/ give brief, well, more or less, what's the word for it? Empowering Caliga with knowledge to just, to find out things and gain general knowledge and etc. Caliga learned quite a few things from Dazdan, as well as being more or less picking up general, cues and social situations, even though Dazdan's not always been the best at them, but for the sake of, trying to help Caliga, reintroduce Caliga to the world, has implemented what he could. And having clothes was the first thing.
The very important bit.
Not being shirtless all the time.
Put on some fucking shirts, Caliga. Ah!
For God's sake. Can you just put a shirt on, Caliga, for God's sake? Let's not get cold. Yeah, it's called being decent.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna kind of rattle off a list of topics. If anyone would like me to not rattle off their topic, feel free to say now, because obviously I know a bit about everybody.
Emily,
Me.
there's one thing that's slightly bothering
Yeah.
me. For some reason, ever since I reloaded 1 second. I think that's just a me thing, actually.
Possibly, yes.
For some reason, on my map when I had it open as well as on character sheet, it was highlighted with a black box saying table.
Yeah, that's a you thing.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Oh,
Right.
it's just a refresh.
Also, I need to pop downstairs.
Chloe?
So whatever. If you've planned something, then fair enough. I'm happy with that. But I wanna. I will have dedicated herself
Yes.
to making sure that Teal has got a cure for her blindness, even if it helps a little bit. I
Yes.
think we did find something for her, but it wasn't like the best thing. I don't know.
Very.
I can't remember.
I thought we found like a component or something. But we
Yeah, I
didn't
think.
find the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what from what I remember, that was the thing. So yeah, we found part of something. I can't remember. Like any time there was someone wearing glasses or anything, she's like, "Do these help you see when you're really blind, or do you have to be like already being able to see a little bit?" And then just asking lots of people about it, and then she goes to find some magic stuffs to help. And then I hope that Gail's still alive, but if you killed her off, that's okay. I'll just be really sad.
I have not. She is still alive and dealing with children.
Okay, I'll have been popping back to Gail every so often, Gail and Teal and all the children at the orphanage, and she's got lots of dollars, so I want to. You can like embellish on it and stuff.
You
But
guys
I
have shitloads of
really
money.
want to.
Like, anything
Yeah,
important, just
Exactly.
just start a tally of what you guys want to have done, like
Yes,
money wise, and I
Yeah.
will, over the course of the week, I will make note and change that.
Cool. Yeah, I wanted to have helped at the orphanage. I'll think of ways to do that, or if you've got ideas, then that's cool. But yeah, that's me.
Okay, okay.
I miss Daya so much. I'm so excited.
So yeah, charity work with our dear Chloe, and of course dealing with family, making sure they're all suited. You'd also have, sorry, just doing 5 things. You'd also have Eric, as he disappeared off for training for a good 3 years. That's a topic for you. Also ignore the character on the screen. It's nothing to do with you. Calm him.
Ah!
Don't worry about it. He's not replacing anybody.
Ah! Ah! What's going on?
Changing
Who are you?
He is the boy.
A boy?
The boy.
I don't trust him. I glare at him.
It's like, who are you?
Who are you?
In the 4 years that passed, Goro kept the mask on and got his true Felidai form.
Yes.
He looks so beautiful. Yeah, the first time that I met him in the thingy, I would have been like, "Who are you?
This?
And what did you do with Goro?
Nothing.
I don't like him."
Nothing. I've always been the same. You know this.
I just prod him.
The stress of parenthood had gone grey.
Yeah, you went really
Fair.
grey. That kid must be a handful.
It's nothing that I haven't had to deal with before. He turns and looks at Minthea.
Oh, I leave you guys to it. Ha ha ha! I walk away with Wolfie. Can I have trained Wolfie some stuff too?
Sure.
Yay!
I mean, to be fair, you, for the most part, other than going home here and there, like, I wouldn't see why you wouldn't have basically lived in Parable. You probably would have lived at the mansion for the most time out of everybody.
Yeah, I feel like I would have tried to spend a lot of time at home, but like going between a lot, like half time there, half time here, kind of thing. I would probably have been the one being like, "Guys, we've all got to meet up soon." I'm like, we're organizing a get together because we need to meet up because it's been a long time because I'm lonely, and everyone else would have been doing their like cool training and stuff like that.
From top down, you would have had Minthea and Goro dealing with not only the kid, looking for a way to help get Aldiana back, dealing with the fact of her possibly being the future monarch, because, well, that's always been a possibility. You'd have Grug helping his Kuma brethren to adopt a more civilized position in Parabor, a more well-known position. They earn themselves the right to participate in the tournament too, mostly due to Grug's efforts. You would have Dazdan and Caligar, of course, going out adventuring, doing mercenary work, kind of growing as people. Again, continuing around the table and trying not to forget names, because fuck me, there's been so many. But Trist, everybody's dear boy, he eventually came to learn about his strange connection to the god of the sun. They have become something akin to a paladin and patron connection, though for the most part he still sticks to a more simple lifestyle. He is still a knight of Parabor, though at this point he is a captain. He has his own squadron that he commands, and he still patrols the lower levels as best he can. But he has, on occasion, joined you guys on a journey here and there, as long as it's not, like, extremely outside of the borders. Anywhere within Parabor he will assist, even if it's in the icy mountains and the like. But for the most part he is duty-bound. But he is still very much the same. Though he will quite happily stretch that border a little bit if it's got to do with Othiana. Of course, you have your duty here that you tend to here and there. The people know you very well by this point. You're like everyone's adopted like little sister or daughter at this point.
Boop, boop.
You and
What
Wolfie,
about those goblins? Were they here?
for the most part, they have been dealt with, I would have said by now.
Ah.
If nothing else, you and Wolfie together as a little canine group, you Grug as well, to be fair, and his Kumakai brothers, you would have all had enough time to deal with them and either boot them out or put them under the leash. And more
Yeah.
goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears have been inaugurated into society as more acceptable members.
Oh, good.
What about the dwarves that were in love with her?
No, they were the goblins, I think.
No, there was 2 dwarven crafters that I tried to convince
Oh.
that we were in love with them, remember?
I thought they were goblins. Oh yeah, but those
thought
ones,
they were
I'll have
dwarves.
spent my time. I'm sure they were goblins. I don't know.
Things.
They were small things. I
Yeah,
thought they
just
were.
remember their
I thought they
height.
were goblins because I thought that they were just like green versions of me, and I was just like, how did they get so green? I don't understand. Why aren't I green?
I
I
don't
thought they were
They were-
that,
they were
but
twin-
they
twin
might have been
halflings.
dwarves.
They were twin halflings.
Yeah, they were. They
Oh.
were. I just remember them being really small.
Yeah, I just remember it being small and really rude. Yeah, let's spend some time just being like, as she's getting into adulthood, she's doing a little bit of like, she's like just walking past and like swinging her hair kind of thing. But she's not interested. She's just, teasing.
She wants a tall boy.
She just wants a tall boy.
Yeah.
So excited! Sorry.
No.
Jetty.
And so yeah, Eric, as soon as he finished his training, came back with a slightly more, as weird as it might sound, but he's got a more modest and a gentle kind of nature. Though, far as you guys remember, he's always been something akin to that anyway. There is an air of kindness that always has emanated from him. He has a new weapon on his side, and a new kind of outlook. He seems to have some new rules that he lives his life by, maybe even literally. And of course,
Is he married to a dragon?
he
Not yet.
yeah that,
Soon.
I was gonna say that is entirely up to him.
Not yet. We have kept in touch.
Long distance relationship.
Dragon babies.
I will do that thing. So yeah, after oh so long, you all finally do sit down for a nice meal together. I would like, if you guys feel up to it, for us to have a roleplay moment. I will not demand anything. If you guys don't want to, then because of memory or whatever, feel free. But what would you guys be talking about after all this time?
I'd just be showing not Goro, Trist all of the research about the best, most efficient way to get to Aldeana.
I will note as well, a lot of it is assorted gems like diamonds and moonstones. Which
Yeah, I'm not the crazy person from the meme with the boards. I just
Charlie!
showing different shiny rocks, like.
It's Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
here's baby, by the way.
My
He's
baby.
my favourite. He's my baby. Is baby here? Oh no, he's at the
No.
castle.
He's not here at the
Oh,
moment.
he's so cute.
Baby is currently being
Oh
spoiled.
my god. Jet, you're being so rude. And I'm feeding Wolfie food under the table and just looking at Trist. Is Trist even more handsome than he was 5 years ago? Is he
He-
aging like a fine wine?
He does have little speckles of greying, and he's got a full beard, and his hair has still got that fine, delicious beauty to it that flows in the wind, even when there's
Good.
no wind.
The stress of being separated from Aldeana is turning him grey.
Exactly. And the stress of being called helmet hair from Aya constantly.
You two would have had technically quite a close relationship for a while, because he would have been essentially your team leader.
Boop, boop.
So you would have.
Are you making yourself into a love triangle with yourself?
No, she admires him. She has a little tiny little crush, but she's like, oh, I just think it's so cute how much he's living, this Eldiana person. I don't know who she is. It's very cute, but he's also very cute. She's just appreciating. She can look. She's allowed.
So
She's just very pretty.
Trist
She
raises.
also thinks that is it Caligar that you just changed?
Yes.
She also thinks Caligar looks cool now too.
Trist raises a glass, holds it up,
Gallagher's got a new fangirl.
looks over each of you, a big, like, corner smile. To the remnants, and to the inevitable return of our Aldeana.
Woo!
And leans the glass forward to clink.
Blink.
I have my feet up on the table, so I will only clink. I will only clink with Dazdan because he's the nearest person holding a glass.
I lean over to our new friend and say, very ladylike.
I've worked hard.
She's got her feet up. She's a million miles away from the precious princess that she was.
Do you guys remember that time she gave us lessons on good manners?
I
Number.
know.
Um,
4
That
years
was-
is all it
that
takes to
was
get rid of those.
weird.
Do you know how long it took me to polish this table?
Bazdan will casually cheers Minfair as she sort of like clinks with me, and Grug will almost take down the table by how enthusiastically he grabs his tankard.
Gregor.
And Gallagher, from the earlier remark, will be slightly nerved by the little halfling staring at him so intently on the end of the table as he's eating his food.
I think his hair looks pretty now.
He slightly sort of like grabs his hair and sort of like hides one of his eyes.
I avert your gaze. You're making Callagher self-conscious.
And Gallagher will sort of like look at you, Minfair, as sort of like that beady-eyed, like, thank you, but not say anything, but you know that's what he's meaning.
I stare at him even more intently. Like with my head on my hands, just like, oh. I'll make you more uncomfortable.
And you
But then
almost have a slight heart attack due to Grug almost knocking over the table to grab his thing.
Groggy. I wanna ask our new friend, Annabelle. Um, is everything okay with the food?
Yes, I thank you. It's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for helping cook it.
I give her a big beam. I like her a lot. She's very nice.
Eric, how is Dragon Lady? I can never remember the names. There's so
Dragon
many.
lady.
You haven't heard this. You haven't heard the story by now, Aya. You should know by now.
I
You know,
I
Cole
do. I just
swept
kind
the
of
dragon off her feet, saved her from falling out of the sky.
Oh yes, I've heard this story. I've heard it.
Nodding approvingly.
So romantic.
And then they were separated by the evils of distance, but they'll be together once more. Blah 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 blah.
You also know that she would be a representative of her country at the tournament, but she won't be participating.
Oh.
She's there on a kind of diplomatic thing.
Ooh.
Because of her station and what she is, she can't actually participate.
How far away is this next tournament? How many days? Weeks?
It is 3 weeks away. And for the sake of a bit of memory, here's the world map. It is at Seeger's stand.
Do you think he's popped the question yet?
He's at the table. You can ask him.
I'm
He's
asking
sat
you.
right there. I mean, I haven't seen him do anything to the shiny diamond.
I avert my stare to him. Hmm.
Virgo is fine. We'll see her at the tournament. And no, I have not proposed.
Are you going to?
Let him have his secrets.
Okay. And I turn to Annabelle and I say, he's totally gonna propose.
Chris, are you going to propose when Aldiana comes back? And then I'm just going to sip my drink.
Your timing
As Dan will also grin.
Your timing
and
couldn't be
drink.
any better because I was in the middle of food and I wanted to do a spit. I really wanted to do a spit take, but I couldn't.
Aya spits out her food.
If you don't have a ring, Trist, I have plenty. You can have one.
He has this little half-hearted smile. Reaches down.
He has a ring.
He reaches underneath his shoulder pauldron, pulls out a small ring box.
I'm just gonna stand up and then just walk over and hold my hand out because I really want to look at the ring.
Oh my god, I feel like I should
I'm mature.
be here for
I'm
this.
mature now. I'm mature now. I'm a grown up. I won't squeal.
She says.
Aya's full on squealing.
As you walk over, he just straight passes it to you. As you open it up, the ring itself is a silver band, and it is actually silvered. It's not just silver coloured, it's a silvered ring. Around it, there is one thin layer of what looks to be a series of smaller, bright gems that are so very tiny and finite. You can't really associate where the stones are inside of the ring, but you can see that they are illuminating very lightly, and you notice it illuminates specifically when darkness is over it. Otherwise it remains what looks to be just a silver band. But he closes the box around it very slowly, and you see it light up like Christmas light. And then he very gently closes the box and takes it back.
Jesus Christ, Chris, how much money did you spend on that?
Enough that I'm probably indentured to Parabor for a while. He picks up his drink and starts drinking.
I mean, well, if you came on as a personal guard, I can give you money. Legally speaking. We paid off the devil, so I can give you a wage.
If I'm being honest, I probably should by now, given how long I've known you all, but it just... My duty is kind of to the town. And I'm sort of married to here as well. I'm
You
married
what?
to the job, not... Don't get that misconstrued.
I narrow my eyes.
He holds up his hands.
Ah,
There's no other rings on my hands. It was...
I'll be discussing this with Eldiana when she returns.
rolls his
She
eyes.
already has a room. She already has a room at the castle, so you know. I'm just saying, be very comfortable. And then you can babysit for me. It makes my life a lot easier.
He smiles.
I want to know. Oh wait, I can't wonder things as Eldiana. No, I is gonna wonder it on behalf of Eldiana. If Trist has been faithful this entire time,
I mean...
because they did, as far as I remember, they didn't do anything, and it's been 5 years.
Do you ask that?
No, but I'm looking at him and I want to insight him.
Go for it.
Yay!
First roll in ages.
Insight Trist to see if he did the.
Oh, that's a good one.
So firstly, I love how it's the first roll since last time we played, which has been at least a year, and it's against Trist's fucking promiscuity.
Yeah, what else would it be?
So make sure that he's faithful.
Yes, because otherwise she is going to be like, no.
He's gonna get her back and she's gonna be like, thanks for releasing me, but no thanks.
I had to watch you
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, she
from
would be
the
able to see.
sky.
That would make it so much worse.
I know. That's why I was
With-
wondering, because she's heard all about Alziana from you all and where she is.
With your check, I will give a little underlying context first.
Okay. Oh, I'm stressed.
He spends a lot of hours doing his job, and if he's not doing that, he's helping with any degree that he can find any way to get to the other realm with you guys, or finding some resource, or helping you guys fight the Crimson Order, or generally just, it's a lot of work. And for the most part, he doesn't even stay at his own house anymore.
Well, where the fuck does he sleep then?
He's a fucking
Hold
shell
on.
of a man. What have you done to him? Jesus
He-
Christ, he was so full of hope.
He has, even now, quite heavy bags under his eyes, though
Oh.
he still maintains
boy.
quite a bit of a proud figure. He is kept in decent shape for what he needs to do. He spends a lot of time running around after people. He has remained faithful
Not
the
after hoes.
entire time.
Woohoo!
Good
Okay.
boy.
I
And-
feel satisfied with this, that he is a good boy. And
Is
good enough
served as
for this
tribute.
person that she doesn't actually know, but feels like she knows because of everyone else.
Seeing as we're asking everyone this question, so Annabelle, have you ever proposed to anyone?
Reveal your secrets.
She's just blushing like, oh no, I haven't ever gotten that close to anyone special yet. Oh, but one day maybe.
Aya looks very proud and says, well, that halfling from the blacksmith proposed to me that one time. But I said no. That could
Yeah,
be
well,
a lie.
Is she aware that I spoke into the halflings' heads and told them to say those things yet?
What?
That was a question to God. You did not hear my thoughts to God.
Yeah, that was Chloe.
Yeah, that's quite a higher level spell that you don't have access to yet. Sorry.
I cast eavesdrop on prayers.
Yeah, she could be telling the truth. She could be fibbing to try and fit in with the conversation.
Lee,
Mm.
just looking over Karagashi, is there anything else I'm needing to add?
Not that I know of. Maybe like items and all that, but we'll get to that afterward. Don't worry. Because there is
I'm
some
curious about
bits.
the specific features and traits.
Ask me closer to when we're in before we get to fights and that. Just for saving time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how are we getting to this festival then?
Because of connections and the like, you guys will have a boat ready to take everyone that's in the room at the minute.
So we're not going to magic it?
You can magic it.
Because is this
Okay.
not the town where Thingy lives? We get a name.
Reed.
Reed?
Last we saw Reed, she was trapped in a volcano, wasn't she? She was trapped in a mountain half hag.
No. Technically the last thing of that instance that we were playing as was Drusilla went batshit. She told you to leave. You guys left. You then saw Drusilla got torn out from the mountain and slammed into the earth. She had unintentionally drained the hag's full essence into herself. And then from there you guys returned to Parabol. She returned to Parabol at her own leisure. Over the 5 years she recreated her tower and has for the most part locked herself in it to perform magical experimentation. And by that I don't mean
she's a hag for sure.
I don't mean in evil fashion. Though saying that, she has been rather quiet. She has performed her duties as the Duke of Parabol. You guys will have seen her from here and there. She does have a more, let's say, dark and mysterious motif, but she still represents Parabol in the positive.
And she's
And
still
the-
married to Obek, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And do kids keep going missing in areas around her?
No. You guys
How
would.
dare you? She's a good girl.
You guys would have learned very quickly. She is very set on making sure Parabol remains a stable place, and the place has done well under her guidance. Though from time to time she does disappear at months on end, and people never fully understand why. But when she comes back, she performs the duty that is required to make sure the place maintains that peace.
Oh, suspicious.
Eric, you know you've been talking to Virgo. Is
Yeah.
is Sophia still pissed at you, or are you guys like friends now?
That's up to you. How much effort would you have put in?
Into Sophia. God. Which one's he? He was the one that lost his arm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the sea dragon, I believe.
Yeah.
He was the sexy one.
He was not sexy.
Yes, he was. He was all dark and
the angry
mysterious.
one.
The
Shall
dark,
we agreed he
mysterious
was
one.
definitely sexy?
I think we agreed he was sexy. I think Eric had his sights set firmly elsewhere.
I think
Everyone
at some point
agreed.
Gazdan wanted to fight him.
I heard a different F word there, but okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say we wanted
You
to
wanted
F
to
him
sexy
too,
fight
but
him, huh?
different.
He's
Under the
He's,
Council of Lords.
Council of Lords.
he's he's all right. He's still a little bit annoyed, but I mean, losing an arm would do that.
I mean, technically speaking, he can grow it back if he tries hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could. I think he's gonna hold that one against me though for a while.
I wonder if there's a spell I could use for it.
It's called regeneration.
Oh, I don't think I have that.
You don't have that.
I think
Yeah,
I'm really
he's
interested about fighting the guy anymore with one
I'm
arm.
going to look for it.
I mean,
I do have tree stride if we need to get places.
have we seen a tree in the area we're
You
trying to
would
go
have.
to?
Yeah.
I will have grown many trees in my time. Here, I do lots of nature things. I would have made my own little pool of niceness and
Is tree
tranquility.
stride the one where you jump from tree
Yeah.
to tree, or is it the one where you teleport through trees?
Teleport through?
Because there's two separate ones, isn't
Yeah.
there?
There
There's
is
a-
two, yeah. I know Keyleth kept getting it muddled up on
There's
mine.
one where you jump
Transport
from
via
tree to
plants
tree.
is one of them, and then there's tree stride.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Transport
this
via
is within 500 feet, so it's tree to tree.
Oh no, I was thinking of like you think of a tree on a different continent. And you're like, let's go to that tree.
Yeah, I think that's transport via plants, which
Yeah.
I don't know if I have.
I don't think you will. I think it's a far higher level than you'll be capable
Yeah,
at
I
the
think
minute.
it is higher.
I believe
I'm
it's
sure we
8.
had a different way that I travelled, but I'm sure we travelled as places, but I might not have done.
I thought most of the time we were travelled via reed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was how we travelled. I remember now. Yeah.
Or via capture from
Yes.
my overbearing parents.
Yes. Oh, didn't you have a carriage or something?
She was thrown into
Yeah,
one.
we had the magic carriage.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to use that at the moment.
It's not kid safe.
No, I'm not allowed to use
Rude.
I'm not allowed to use all the royal stuff until I'm a fully fledged royal.
Hey, I'm only two spell levels away from resurrection.
As a
That's
note,
pretty cool.
a little side note on stories and whatnot, Goro, of course, would have been officially recognised as technically a prince consort,
As he should.
because, well, he is a Felidai now. Technically Felis, but he kind of walked out of that position when, mask and shit. His general
Technically,
backstory.
he's the baby daddy to the next princess.
Yeah,
so-
yes.
It's
Prince consort.
It's a prince. There's a prince at the moment.
That's what I said. Baby daddy.
So as you all chat away into the bleakest part of the night, enjoying the meal as you go, as you talk away, you each have your own assorted rooms wherever the hell you decide to choose to sleep in, because there is a shitload of them. Take your pick. By the end of it, what would you guys like to do over the next couple of weeks if you're going to magically go there? Do remember again, Reed is very technically unreliable at the moment. Though, in fairness, given that she's the one who would be sponsoring you to go to the tournament, it would be in her best interest. Because again, for a bit of reiteration, you guys would need to have a sponsor to attend the tournament. Each country gets to select a certain handful based on land mass. Parabor, very much unironically, has one of the most, just because of their in and out distribution system. And the guild system that has revolutionised the entire world, but So,
I guess keep training. Probably the most intelligent choice.
Oh, I don't have Hero's Feast yet either. I thought I had it. Did I have a scroll?
do you guys have
I'm
one
sure I did
available or
Hero's
one to
Feast.
buy?
Oh, I did have a scroll of Hero's Feast, but I used it. I also have Drusilla's Heart Diamond and Drusilla's Scale.
I would like to go out and make sure that I buy components for my spells as well.
Okay.
Yes, I will do the same. It says Drusilla's Scale. Is that just like one big scale?
It would be,
Or is it-
yes. Speaking
Oh,
of though,
okay.
So if you guys would all like to look in your notes, or specifically I'll just move it, your bag of holding, collective. It has been altered somewhat.
Ooh, a quick look at the school's mail.
I'm lost. There's the
Oh
bag
my
of
god,
holding.
look at all that money.
No, yes.
There's
As a note,
the
that's...
It's in Tournament, the Remnants Bag of Holding Collective.
Yes.
me cat.
The currency total is what you all would have earned over time. So, yeah. So,
Each?
move... No, that's That's
It's
everybody's.
I was going to say, fucking
Everyone's.
hell.
That's what everybody has earned. Total.
As a collective.
Yes. Hence, bag of holding collective. So
Dude,
distribute.
we're stocking up on moonstones.
Don't bother distributing the money. Just deduct your own, and then deduct from that when it becomes necessary, if at all. Because honestly, since this is equivalent to a one-shot story, it doesn't entirely matter unless we do want to carry on. That's either or. The equipment is the important part. That is what was crafted over the years based on the items you had from Drusilla's body. Because you were the ones who were considered the ones who got the kill, those items were made on your behalf. Give to whoever you wish, but make sure it's audible who's taking what, because you are about to go into a tournament with a number of magic items restriction.
I can't wear any of it, though.
I'm
Count me out.
I am tempted by the shield. I don't think I can wear scale mail.
Can
Let's
you
just-
wear gauntlets as a monk?
No.
Damn it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can. They're just basically like your hand
Oh,
wraps.
I can, but they're not any better other than cold. But I already have gauntlets, hand wraps that do similar. So
Bat.
But these would look cool.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Who
why don't we
literally
just
be cool.
outfit our newest member in it all and then shove
Yes.
That would be true.
Yes, if we put her in it, then it'll look really cool because she'll be like this beautiful orcish woman in a glowing white armor.
Yes.
I will say,
The
sounds
visual.
other than the gauntlets, which Caligar,
Yeah.
it would work well.
Caligar's already got 2 items anyway.
Yeah, you can have a third. You all
Wait, how many?
each of you are only allowed 3 magical items. That includes potions in the tournament.
Oh.
And just as a chain, just as a note, 3 magical items that you register between rounds. So if the first round is like one of you versus one other person, and you use all of your items somehow, like they're all potions and you use them all, you can change which are your new items. You can even, before a match, say, okay, I don't want to use these items, I want to use these items instead. As long as you only ever have 3 magical items that you use, doesn't matter if it's on your person, as long as you're just using them, then you are fine.
I don't have any magical items because my earth elemental was murdered. And
Yeah, here's a bit
My-
of a
I didn't mean to laugh at that.
here's a bit of a quick crashing
did.
Quaker one for you, but that earth elemental isn't dead.
I still have his broken rock.
You still have him.
I have a broken stone of controlling earth elemental
You can still summon that same elemental, by the way.
through my
You did
broken
promise
rock.
to free him, though. We
I did promise
free
to
him.
free him, and I wanted to, and then he got exploded. I sent him across a bridge to his death. Does anyone remember why I have an adamantine ring that's worth 20,000 gold pieces by any chance?
Nope.
We found it.
It would have been, I
So-
think. I was going to say Drusilla's Horde, but you guys didn't technically get to that part. I don't know.
I'm confused.
Just go with it. We're
I have a really expensive ring, guys.
so
Do boots
normal.
of springing and striding, or whatever they are, do they count as
Yes.
magical? Ah, fucking
I
hell.
want to go and buy something magical then, because I feel
I-
very left out.
Yeah, I want something like. I've got
And
the
I
ring of
think
fire, but I
we
want
need-
some cool armor.
We need to buy our new friend something magical too.
She's got all
Right,
this armor
before
now.
anything else, Aaron, I've already talked to you about which ones you want to choose. Any magical items that you have that you aren't using your 3, where it is at the bottom of the page, untick it so that it's not highlighted in blue, and just
Yeah, you've already done that, I think.
Oh.
Already done it.
good for me then. We will get to you in a second. I mean, if you want to,
So useful.
just like
I have the wand of identification, but I don't think that's
No.
going to be very handy in a
not
tournament.
in a combat.
You can have my candy wand if you want, but it's only borrowing it.
I don't
Give
want
me
the candy one.
haste. Give me haste.
Yeah, but when
But
you
then you
get
get
haste, you get a
exhausted.
crash.
Yep.
That's not what we need from the monk
But
right now.
if I crash between rounds in the tournament, it doesn't matter because I recover.
But what if you crash mid-round?
Ooh,
Me?
Yes.
I don't know.
I have
Connor.
I have scale mail, but I feel I shouldn't have scale mail, so I'm very confused about why
Don't
I
worry
can
about it.
have that.
Just don't worry about it. Just go with it.
Okay,
Not to mention,
well I just
it's been 5
You're a
years.
knight.
You are a knight. You are fine.
Ooh.
So just add
I
medium and heavy armor to your list of proficiencies.
yes, I'm so strong. Well, can I have that armor enchanted? Can I have done that? Because that'd be really nice.
Anything that you want doing, reserve it just for now. Make a note,
Okay.
because we are going to probably go on a shopping trip. Although, to be fair, I'd much
Yes.
rather we go on a shopping trip between sessions, because it will absorb a lot of time, and yeah.
Shopping
Connor.
episode.
The matter that
Mhm.
I've just remembered.
Yeah.
Grug's weapon, that isn't a spear or a javelin.
Do you want a greatsword?
I do.
You can have a greatsword.
Would you please?
Thank you.
Again, table. If there's anything else that you want, just write a note of it. Send me it during or after session, and I will deal with it as we go. I'll talk between everybody about it. What are we doing with? Oh yeah, no, actually, sorry. So at the minute, Rachel, you don't have any magic items, or is it just the wand of identification?
I've got the wand of identification, and that's and the Everbeat pendant, but
Mhm.
I don't know if that counts
What's
because
What's this?
A quick
it's
TLDR.
the next.
Anything that summons or involves another creature in general is sort of considered illegal, because you guys have been given a limit of team members. Anything that does general magic and whatnot, fine. Anything that summons other creatures, yeah. Unless
So
it's...
the Everbeat
So I
wouldn't
cannot
count.
summon Celestial.
You
So I
couldn't...
can't use
Damn it.
my elemental then.
You couldn't use the elemental thing, no.
Damn it.
Because
I was
if
looking
it's a
at the
spell...
summon Celestial spell,
No.
thinking
If
it was
it's
going to be
if
great.
it's a spell, fine. It's part of your shit.
Oh,
But if it's an item, it is not allowed.
Because then people would just bring items with like fucking Tarrasques in and whip.
Well, yeah, fucking tons of elementals like, yeah, fuck 'em up, boy. Whereas if you're purposely using your...
Becomes a fucking Digimon battle.
If you're purposely expelling your own energies to summon the thing, then fine, fair enough. You're
So the necklace
focusing.
wouldn't count then,
no.
because the necklace literally is like, yeah, my husband's still alive. That's cool. I can't summon him through it.
No. Yeah. Anything that adds an ally that's an item is an ability, a spell, any other shit you can think of. Yeah, pretty much.
what do my boots of
Chloe?
striding and springing do? Yes, sorry.
Make you
Sorry, I
bouncy.
will check that quick. I'm pretty sure it's basically just you
I feel
bounce around.
Oh,
What?
I didn't know if it added to my speed because I'm short. So because I have 30 speed,
Yes.
I thought it meant you could jump hilariously long distances.
that would be 30.
Your speed while wearing it is 30 feet unless your walking speed is higher. Your speed can't be reduced if encumbered or wearing heavy armor. And when you jump 3 times the normal distance.
Yeah,
That's how
what
I can have
remembered.
the scale mail. Yeah, and I can jump super far. Okay, well, do I keep those on?
What items are you choosing to take?
Well, I like my ring of fire.
Also, if it helps, here's the tournament stage. Let me just reveal it.
He's black.
Boop.
Ah,
It will take a minute to load, so feel free to talk.
that's okay. So yeah, I wanted the ring of fire, and I would like a potion. I mean, I've got healing spells,
Mhm.
but I thought a potion might be nice.
Yes.
Are we as a team together?
It will be 6 members to form a team at maximum. That's why I was saying
Okay.
we need to be specific about who's actually in the team. And
Yeah. Okay.
I can't count.
So maybe if I have my ring of fire and my boots of striding and springing, and if I get my scale mail enchanted,
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be okay. Because then I've got healing spells, and if anyone else could take a healing potion, that would be nice. Oh, why is Pepper crying?
Okay. If that's
Yeah. So if anyone's got like a space, then maybe they could take a potion.
your 3, on your
Ye-
sheet where all the items are, there'll be a little tick mark on some of them. Can you untick any of them
Yep.
that is a magical item that you're not using?
Oh, Pepper, it's okay. Sorry, Pepper's crying a lot.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's the trauma thing for like stray or rescued cats or abandoned cats. You're
Dear.
okay, baby. Yeah, I'll take them in a sec. Sorry, I'll
No,
just
no,
put
no,
them
that's
just
fine.
with Pepper. You're okay. You're okay. Come here. Good boy. Good boy.
So then, yeah, while you're doing yours, I will note again, potions are considered one of your 3, and that's
Yeah.
each and every potion. So if you have like 4 potions in your
Yeah.
inventory, 3 of them are slotted as a magic.
That's why I was trying to decide between spells or a potion, but I do have quite a lot of spells now, so.
By spells, do you mean magic items? Because spells are a different thing entirely. You don't worry about those.
No spells, because I thought I'd best save a slot for a healing potion, but then because I've got healing spells, I figured I probably don't need the healing potion too much.
Just
So I'd probably be better
hold
off
on.
having actual movement.
Hold on, I'm slightly confused, and I just want to make sure we are on the same page.
Oh.
Magic items and spells are different things. Spells are unaffected by the
Yes,
3
yes.
limit. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, because I was trying to decide if I should keep my boots, because I've only got 3 things, and I thought, well, it's a bit of a waste if I have a healing potion, but I've got lots of spells.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Just
Okay,
just
cool.
double checking. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Megan, my dear, you, as of the moment, I believe, tinkered over the sheet just to make sure it's in line with all this crap as well. You have ignored the fact it says +1 beside it, the chainmail and longsword. It's just because they were crafted to be better. They are not magically enchanted in any description.
Yeah.
So you have your Mace of Disruption, which is magical, but at the minute that's that. So if you are going to take them up on the offer of taking the Scale Mail and the Frost Shield, that would be your 3 if you wanted.
Yeah, so if no one else is sure they want it, the Frost Scale Mail and the Frost Shield would be great.
Does anyone have
Go for it!
any reservations? Anyone wanna?
I have no objections.
I thought the shield would be cool, but I've got my slots now, so. What would that put your AC to?
Quite a bit.
I don't think I could lift the shield.
My AC is already 19, so I think that's pretty good. So I don't think I need it.
I have good AC. That's about it.
All I'm gonna say is based
What's your AC?
solely on the fact
20.
that Megan's character is like combat ready. She will probably be your front runner, just in every fight.
Nice. We love a good tank.
We do.
Oh, it's nothing to do with tankiness. She will just rip people in half.
Yes.
Just a question.
Yes.
Where did Grey go?
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, where is he?
I swear to God, don't make Grey evil, please.
We'll get to that.
Please,
He's like, oh damn my
Please.
plans.
don't make my real life husband to be's character evil.
Ah, you have no control over it.
If you guys would like to do your own thing for a sec while I add this to Megan's sheet.
I've been at school for 3 days and I'm already ill. This is bullshit.
I know, same. So annoying. I've got like a little ulcery thing coming up, I think, on my tongue, and it's like from stress, and it's really hurting me.
Oh, dude, you can get tattoos now. I want a
Hmm?
cool. You can get a tattoo, magical tattoos.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, I got one. Eric's
I
got one.
know. I want one, but also don't want one. I want one because Rachel wants one, but Minthea would fucking hate it.
Does
Oh,
that count as a magic item?
No.
No,
we
because
should
it's
get
part of your.
tattoos.
We should get a squad tattoo.
We should do it for Aya's 21st birthday.
Minthea says
We
no.
had it. Oh.
I'm not. I don't know what the royalty rules are in getting tattoos.
Well, do what the fuck you want.
It's got to be
It'll
tasteful.
be your kingdom soon.
I'm not
They
allowed to
won't
do
know.
that.
Get
She
it on
can't-
your
she
butt, and
literally
then they'll
can't
never
do
know.
that. Yeah, but then you guys would know, and that would be punishment enough.
I'll just whisper to her. Only I have to know.
Nah!
I'll never tell.
I'll
Come
never
with
tell.
me.
I
She'd
want,
totally tell.
I want a bag of devouring because then if people piss me off, I can just put them in the bag and they die.
I'm looking at her really shifty.
Well,
that for
actually,
me?
maybe Lycoris should consider investing in a bag of devouring. It would make a very efficient assassin.
That would be
Kill
very
them, put them in the bag, which is basically a magical wood chipper. Flying carpet.
Oh my god, we should have one of those.
You can have...
Are you looking at a list of enchanted items?
I'm literally just looking at cool enchanted items.
I want to look at that. Are you on 5e?
Yeah.
Do I find it?
Ah, so you wouldn't be able to bring in a fruity bottle because that would class as summoning something.
I assume so, yes.
Read.
Horn of Valhalla. What does that do?
Oh.
Warrior spirits from the plane appear and fight for you.
Yeah.
I feel like you couldn't use that
No.
either. Why are all the good things banned?
Right. I have placed the items on your person, Megan. Feel free to have a read. I've also put them in the ability text for the sake of, well, just having a read instead of needing to go through the item and checking it that way. Connor, because you're the awkward one, and if you do need
Is
to
on the awkward one.
purchase something at a later date, that's fine, tell me then. But what are you taking with Dazdan?
Does he have much?
Mm-hmm. Potion, Belt of Giant Strength.
Oh,
Knight's Spear.
Sorry, I don't know why. When I heard Dazdan in my mind, it was like, oh, I'm looking at Caligar. He hasn't got much. Right. 3 magic items, right?
Mm-hmm. Pick them. I will let you know it's literally, from the look of it, your 2... Oh, Gloves of Missile Snaring, technically.
Yeah.
Potion of Healing, Battle Giant Strength, and...
That's practically free.
Hold on. And the Cruel Knight's Spear as well, just because of what it actually is.
Wait, so 1 second. 1. Wait, so technically I have 4.
Mm-hmm. You have to reduce it to 3.
Okay.
Let me know when you've picked that, because there's also Caligar as well.
Wait,
Though, to be fair,
what was my Did you say the water skin of spring water was my other?
the what of what?
I have a water skin of spring water.
Oh, that's fine. I'm pretty sure that is quite literally just spring water.
That's just like a bottle of super
does
fresh
3D
water.
It does 3d4 of +6 healing.
Well, I don't remember the context of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just assume that's a water skin.
Okay.
So it's literally, it is literally your Cruel Knight's Spear, Missile Snaring Gloves, Potion of Healing, and Belt Giant Strength.
Yeah.
Which
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the potion of healing out.
you have 2 of them, so you're getting rid of both. Also, don't actually remove anything.
I'm not removing anything. I'm just gonna take it.
Nice.
Did we do that at the same
Yes.
time?
I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Boop. And I was like, shit, why didn't that work? Oh fuck. And obviously Caligar doesn't
Oh
really
my
have
God!
much. But anything you do want to get him, we can do it during through session from session. I did give him
Yeah.
some items though.
Probably the same with Grug.
I did give him items though. The gloves of draining, the sash of impurity, and the potion of supreme healing or reach. Magical items.
You did?
Have a read of them.
So wait, what did you say you'd be giving me? What now?
Check Caligar. The gloves, the sash, and the potion of supreme healing.
Yeah. I'm talking about Grug.
Oh, I was talking about Caligar.
Oh, yeah, I know about Caligar. Caligar's got his items already.
Yeah, boy.
I was talking about Grug.
Don't worry about Greg. He's good.
Lee,
Yes.
I want to make it my mission to find
Yeah,
a bag
so
of
I've got,
beans for
Hold on,
Aya.
Connor.
What?
What was that, sorry?
They look amazing. The bag of beans. I was reading all the effects. It looks so
Carrion
good.
thing, yeah.
10
And so
targets,
fitting for her.
Pick the name of magical food. That's cute. Hell yeah.
I think it's really cool. I really wanted to have some. That'd
I'm
be
just
really cool.
imagining Salt Bay, but Aya.
I like the geezer erupts and spouts water, and then a treant that has 50% chance it's chaotic evil. An attack.
Flick.
I love them. I could take that and just be a proper troll in the tournament and just like randomly just put beans everywhere, and it would just be absolute chaos.
Beans. Right.
Although it does summon things, so I wouldn't be allowed to have them.
Yeah.
Very cool though.
So is that.
That would be so good for Aya, the spice pouch.
Okay. No, I think for the
amazing.
moment, until we do buy everybody stuff between sessions, which again, keep making notes of the kind of stuff you want and send me a list of stuff that you think about and stuff that you actually want. Because if there's something that you want to think about, we could possibly get you it anyway. If there's something you actually want, different story. More important. But for the time being though, assuming that everybody has already got all their bits, again, what some of you said something about training, but what are you guys going to do until the day before? Or weeks before? Do you go there ahead of time and explore the land again? Or do you spend some more time in Parabol with others? From top down, what is everyone doing? Aaron?
I don't actually know right now. I'm still trying to get to grips with the rules that are in place. So helping out where I can around the place seems like something that I would be doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Rachel?
I would travel home, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and do whatever else I need to do, and then come back just before we leave.
Chloe?
Me?
Keith?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know if you said Chloe or Connor.
Oh, no, you.
How many days have we got again?
You guys have currently about... We'll slap it as 3 weeks.
Oh, that's a long time. Okay. I will spend some time bullying Trist.
Of course.
And I wanna see if wait, who Grug's not coming? Is Grug coming?
He's part of the tournament, but he won't be part of your team.
Oh, okay. I was gonna work on some cool combos with Grug if he wanted to, but he's not gonna be in the team.
This is where Grug will have the heartbreaking conversation of breaking it to Aya. Grug, not part of team. Cool. Grug, representative elsewhere. Be
But
strongly
Grug,
over.
Grug is
Grug,
representing his kin.
you'll always be a part of my team, Grug.
Wait, does that mean we have to fight Grug?
Possibly.
What?
Possibly.
Grug, I will not
Possibly.
fight you.
Possibly.
No, I'm not fighting Grug. We will team up. We will do a Hunger Games, whatever that thing is, and we will unite.
I just made that up.
We will refuse. Fuck the capital. I'm
It's
not
like, you
fighting.
could have Grug, but who would we be kicking out?
Grug, I'm going to attempt to make a pact with him. If it's me and you at the end, then we both play dead. Or
No, let us win.
you let us win,
We
By-
need
and
it
I-
to get Aldiana
and
back!
I
By
give
the
you
way-
ear scratches and belly rubs for the next year.
I love it. As you're saying that, Lee just puts up a rules panel.
Oh, I
Here it is.
What is God?
Ah,
trying to
man, I
tell us?
also. There's so much reading. It's not that much reading. I'm just very lazy today. 32-man tournament. Oh my god.
Although, to be fair, there's somewhat of a bit of a lie on that one, but we'll get to that later.
It's not gonna be men, because we are women.
Oh,
Sure.
you can't participate even if you're rezzed back up.
What?
There'll be a bit of leeway with that. Well, again, don't worry too much.
Wait. Surely it would be like if you're unconscious, then you can come back up, but maybe if you're dead, you can.
I mean, if you're dead, you can't come back up.
Oh wait, when a
Please.
participant falls unconscious during combat, yeah, you can. You got me. I've got a cool diamond. Considered defeated and cannot participate in further combat, even if so during that
I
combat.
mean,
Oh man.
there's a bit about death at the bottom saying if you kill someone, you get put on trial.
Oh no. What if it's an accident? What if you
Don't
just
try
get
it.
really into it?
The point being that you are supposed to be representatives of a country. You are the highest of the high. You are supposed to understand like, for example, finger of death. You don't really use that on someone unless you intend something.
Oh, so I can't
Oh,
use
damn
my
it.
new spell. What the fuck?
Hey, if it's gonna cause death, then you have.
I mean, it's called fucking Royal Death Decree.
Hey, look.
You order them to die.
I do literally tell them to drop prone and take damage.
That's prone then.
As
That's
long as
not
it-
death.
As long as the point isn't that you are doing something so heavily damaging that they die on the spot, you are fine with
No
basically anything.
fireballs.
No, you can
Well, I
do.
tell
No,
them-
no, hold on.
Oh, okay.
There's a miscommunication. As long as you are literally not doing so much damage that the person instantly dies, you are
Oh.
fine.
Oh, 5d8's not enough to take out a soldier. That's fine.
I don't know how strong these people are. They might be some,
Maybe
like, little
maybe
weak-ass
don't
pussies.
aim the fireball at the wizard. Go for like the tank,
We'll see.
because the wizard's got like 4 hit points.
We'll see. I've got a lot of sway in this place, so you
I
know.
say
if
as
do
someone
kill
who's
someone-
played wizard.
If I do
You know
kill
what's-
someone by accident, then people like me here, so it's okay.
You know
Oh,
what's
no,
quite
Please,
okay,
shocking?
if I
please
heal
don't, because I will be in so much trouble if you kill someone and I'm on your team.
I
That'll be-
know.
It will literally be a diplomatic incident. Please don't
I
kill
know.
anyone.
Also, I can bring them back. It will be fine. Don't worry. I
That's
got
not
my
the
diamond.
point.
I got my diamond. It's
Hey,
okay.
Lee,
Yeah.
the one thing that I think I mentioned way before, a while back, is between. At the time I was saying this between Dazdan and Grug, it's now between Dazdan, Grug, and Caligar. It is scary looking at their HP and armor class and stats in general.
Well,
Of how almost evenly matched they are on all fronts of them.
it's almost like
Oh,
you got to type.
no.
Pretty
Silly little
much back then. Like, holy crap! No wonder why I decided, like, no, I am playing spellcasters for the next one because I had
the
my
irony,
Marshal Phil.
the irony in
Yeah, the
the
irony.
expedition. That's all I'm saying.
Shut up. Before that, in a previous campaign I picked a bard. I mean, in newest one I'm playing a sorcerer.
Right. So if you guys have had a look over the rules or not, totally fine. If you want to read them, they are underneath the tournament, right at the bottom of the list. I will be revealing more things as time goes along. But I believe we got your answer, Chloe, about what you were doing over the next couple of weeks? Question mark. Chloe.
Sorry, what?
So what would Aya be doing over the next couple of weeks?
Bullying Trist
Mhm.
and being sad about Grug
Mhm.
and what else can she really do?
Anything she desires.
I guess she'll practice some spells because she's got some newer spells that might need some practicing.
Mhm.
Ew. And can she use the explosive arrows? I have some of those. Can I use them in the
Yeah.
tournament?
Because they're not magical.
They're not magic. Okay.
They're just
Yeah, I'll
arrows.
practice with my short bow, but I'm not going to use the explosive ones. I'm just going to use my normal arrows.
Mhm.
And just practice with that because I don't know. Am I proficient in that? Is short bow's a simple weapon? Is it?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. You are
Okay.
proficient.
Okay.
You'll
she's
hear that a lot.
practicing with it. And I want to see if I can somehow get another scroll of Heroes Feast because I want to make one for everyone before we go in.
Add it to your list. Send it to me after
Yeah.
school.
Okay. I will.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Megan. Of course, the world is technically new. The idea is basically the same as every other D&D game, if I'm being frank. Guild systems, Parabor's the central place that they will go to when they're questing and shit. If there's anything in general that you want to do, like anything off the top of your head, like regardless of any prior lore or otherwise, this is very much a gentle fuck it YOLO in between it all kind of moment. So anything you can think of, let me know and we can get away with it. What would you like to do?
I guess just doing more research on how to get the lost girl back. Depending on how much time she might go on some short quests, help some people, and then a bit of training and reading up on the rules of the tournament.
I don't know why, but I imagine like you've got the book like in your hand, just kind of looking at it like, yeah, okay, so don't kill people. Good, that's good.
Don't kill people. Okay, once again,
then it's
don't
like,
kill people.
then it's like 1v1s, and you're like, and then duos, and it's like, oh, okay, ooh. Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. And last but not least, everybody that Connor constitutes.
10 of them.
Right. As on the side of, well, Callaghan and Dazdan, they are going to just, well, do their... Oh, just have a bit of downtime, really. Have a bit of downtime because they've been mainly doing mercenary-esque sort of escapades. And more or less doing general sort of like tracking and gathering information about, well, the people who attacked, and etc. And so much so to the point where they thought, you know what, let's have a bit of a break back at home. So they're just gonna, and if anywhere is needing, well, some form of assistance with maintenance, chores, or just general helping out, they are both willing to help. But other than that, they're going to be spending a good amount of downtime just drinking their fill of drink, reminiscing, and, well, yeah, just having a good time, really. And the occasional training montage to prepare themselves for the tournament and get Caligar more battle ready. And for Desdan, just basically warm up. Then for Grug, you said you had some form of a special arrangement for Grug, which I'll probably concur is basically travelling back to his village after, well, I say travelling back, being guided back to his village.
Gets lost again, disappears into a time loop.
Yeah, to prevent that, being escorted back to his village, making preparations from that point of how to go about the tournament, but I'm going to assume that's not going to be in the first of the 3 weeks unless how long it takes to travel back to the village, because I was going to say, if not, then he'll spend at least a couple of days or a week just hanging around and making the most of the precious time he has left before he has to go and do his preparations for, well, tournament.
Okay.
And of course, trying to calm down Aya from having a tantrum because he's not going to be in the same team in the tournament.
Chariot!
You, Greg, I will not.
Oh, not accept this.
I will not accept it. We will go down together. We will ride in together like
imagine-
valiant steed and knight.
I just imagine she's got like tears coming down her eyes and she's like holding on
She
to
does.
his like leg and he's just like crying
fur.
and rubbing her eyes into his fur, just like oh, he's so soft.
She is-
And Grug's just looking like a sad bear, looking very, well, somewhat what you'd assume is awkward, and then just quite sad because he's like, I don't know what to do.
He's my best friend.
So
To give you context, Megan, I was I'm practically a battle bear / bear humanoid who can choose to get on all fours, which I was deemed a steed, and just for the sake of putting this in chat, for Megan's sake,
I run.
pretty much, and I became a battle steed.
And I
An
jump on
armoured
his
battle
back.
steed.
And I do lots of healing. He runs around the battlefield, and I do some healing. And then whenever he wants to fight, I hold on, and he stands up.
You just sit on my shoulders.
Yeah, it works so well. It's so good. It's so good. And then
Yeah,
I
Megan.
can do my like damage spells from up there too, and it makes it so I can run around quicker. Great.
Rug is also 7 foot.
Yeah, he's so high up there. It's so good.
The tallest character I've ever made.
I've never been up that high. It's amazing. You should try it. I don't know how tall you are.
I'm pretty big.
yeah, you
Are
are.
you 7
Nice.
foot though?
No, I'm
Are
over
you
6 though.
I was gonna say, are
Oh
you
my god, they'd be
Grug-sized,
so
though?
tall. stacked up.
I'm not Grug size. I'm not Grug size, but I probably weigh a lot more than the halfling.
Or the armor. to
If
be
you
fair.
stand on his shoulders, you would be so tall. I really want to see that.
I have
if
a
we
video
all
to
stack,
send you.
how
Michael.
high do you think we can reach?
Oh my god, we'd be able to do anything. And I could get on your shoulders, and oh my god, how I would be able to, oh.
How tall is Annabelle?
I think she's like kind of 6'1", 6'2"-ish.
Hey, yeah, same height as Caligar.
I is 2'8".
And
He's
Desdan
tiny.
is 6'3".
Wow.
Yeah.
We should all stack up.
I feel sorry for whoever's
But yeah,
on the bottom.
that more.
Greg.
Yeah, that's more or less the gist of my end of things, anyway. Lee. Unless there's anything you feel that you might want to add or tell me.
No. I will answer an earlier question though. Gray, in the course of the couple of years, he spent his first year in Parabor helping everyone, trying to figure out the thing with Oleana. You guys then saw that his friend, whose name has fucking massively eluded me,
Mira.
that's the one,
Mira,
thank
that's
you.
the
Mira Lightroon, yes. came back to him, spoke with him for a little bit, and he started packing up his gear. Didn't really give you guys any real details. He just basically said that he'll see you again soon. Packed up his guns, grabbed his clothes, chucked it in as big a bag as he could find, and disappeared off. You meet him once more, and that's specifically during the Mount Doom event when they're trying to weirdly sacrifice themselves to the chalice, where he pulls the trigger on Rodriguez Spolkar, and he himself is air quote felled. More, he gets shot, falls back, teleports out. He sees you there. You see he was doing well. He's still the same very like white tinted tiefling boy, appearing boy, with all the guns in the world. After that, he doesn't really stick around for pleasantries. He kind of makes himself scarce very quickly. Mira was with him at the time. And ever since then, the only other interaction you've had with him is through Kaisuke. She essentially quits her job at Parabor, more so just because it was a temporary position that lasted a handful of years. She lets you all know that he's doing good and he's returned home to his home village in not only preparation for the tournament, but just because there's some family issues that he has to sort out. She can't tell you exactly what it is because she doesn't really know what it is, but she knows just that there's been a big hubbub. And yeah, that's basically that. You guys spend the next couple of weeks doing your own little things as you have described. Grug, for the most part, basically does pretty much what you said already, Connor. He speaks with his chieftain, and they kind of go over some general plans about what to do for the tournament and base etiquette that even Grug barely understands, but you know, he knows about 1% better at least, so they go over simple what to do's and the no killing rule, and you know. And so the real question, are you guys going to go the scenic route and get on the boat, or are you all going to whippy bappy teleport yourselves into where you need to be?
I'd get myself teleported in.
I'll go with the general vote.
I do not wish to spend a long time travelling.
I will go where Gregor goes.
Eric?
Scenic route, if possible. That's where the path takes me.
We don't all necessarily have to go together.
No.
I go with Greg.
I'd travel from the castle directly there.
Okay. Anyone that does wish to take the scenic route, obviously that will cut 2 weeks of time from your general fun time. But before I get to that, actually, Megan, what would Annabelle do? Would she join them in the fishy flashy route or scenic?
Probably scenic, unless everyone was going like flashy flashy.
So at the minute it seems like it's Eric that's the only one that's choosing to otherwise. So what would you choose? Go to scenic possibly with him?
I'll go scenic route with him.
Okay. Is Eric still going the scenic route? Regardless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you two spend your first week doing as you desire, a little bit of journeying about here and there, having some fun. Doing assorted odd work and missions and the like. As the week comes to its end, the ship's captain sends word for each of the party that's actually coming along to get to the boat, basically. You guys are escorted there via carriage to the dock, that is a good like 100 or so miles outside of a radius that you've been to since coming to Parabor. It's literally on the edge of the map, of the continent. Sorry. As you get into the ship, you are lavished. You have all manner of wondrous and tasted food ready for you at any point. You have assorted maids and general servants walking around the place at all points. The ship itself is like a fucking large freighter in its own. There's at least a good 50, 60 passenger rooms, each spread out by at least 15 feet or so. The ship is humongous. There's also servants' quarters and the like for their own safety. You notice as well there are servant warforged that will maintain most of the hours that normal humanoids can't. You spend whatever time doing whatever you wish. There is a large pool on the ship. There's assorted basic physical activities you can do. There is small fencing going on down below. Anytime you spend outside, either morning or night, you see there's an aurora borealis in the sky, and there's all these strange changes in the sea as you're coming along too. The water has this constant perfect refraction of light, as well as what looks to be changes colour to a purpley hue, mixed with a little bit of red during the night time. And because the pair of you would have enough knowledge to know it, you would know this is just because when the 3 weeks are up, the mountain of Seeger's Stand erupts from between the bridge. It's a spectacular magical event that draws power from literally all over the planet. It's kind of like a spirit bomb, but, you know, not explosive. Draws a little something from every creature, every fabric, every item to exist that contains even a speck of magical energy. And when the 3 weeks are up, the mountain erupts from beneath the waters. The bridge is opened out and the mountain spreads out, and then everyone begins to make their way inside. But as you guys enjoy your more scenic route, on the last couple of days there is a big blowout of alcohol and general debauchery, which for the most part gets very quickly stunted as the captain and a bunch of the guards kind of try to calmly tell people to, kind of quiet down a bit. It's not really what the ship is for. But nonetheless, if you get involved or not, everyone has a fairly decent time, to be honest. The sights are actually pretty nice. And eventually, you all manage to find yourselves at Seeger's Stand, on one side of the bridge or the other. The massive mountain locking the two destinations together, perfectly fitting between them as always. As you all head through the quite literally like 40-foot tall doors, there is a good 3-mile open space on the inside of the mountain that is for pretty much anybody to be in. There's nothing here at the moment. It is a large open space. It seems like every time this mountain is recreated, it is recreated at its most basic functions. And very quickly people start to drag a ton of objects in, like tables, and start building viewing platforms and the like. There is a set of staircases all across the walls, spread by about 200 or so feet between, which as you go up, for every level you go up, you find, for example on the battle map, the entrances, which are on the north, east, west and south directions, are on the first layer. You can get to the doorways and the long circular walkway around it. You can walk all the way around the path. It is a massive map, by the way, so it's like a good let's see. So yeah, I mean that's already like 400, so fucking huge. You can go all the way around it. There are bars that block the path, and there is what seems to be a lever with a gem embedded into it that seems to be the magical mechanism to open it, of course. There's also what appears to be assorted platforms either side of it that have these intricate runic carvings into it that's been drawn in this gold and silver, some kind of marking that would suggest people can be sent to a specific point in the map. But continuing up the steps, you can get to the viewing platforms above, though it is a good 10-minute walk to the viewing platforms. But from the top of the viewing platforms, you can see down below a good nearly... You can see everything, but it would be a bit not claustrophobic, sorry. It would be a bit disturbing for anyone who's a bit concerned about heights. Though luckily, as things are being set up, they are setting up ways for people to watch, even at the furthest back reaches of the stands, with giant illusory monitors that display every portion of the battle map, when and where that's required. So, obviously Connor not really being here at the moment, so he's not technically counting, but is there anything you guys want to do while you're here? As a small army of people of different races and breeds and classes and sizes just start to flood into Seeger's stand. What do you guys want to do? I will note as well, technically you guys would know that because you've done this before. There is a fourth layer, but people have already gotten up there and blocked it off because it's specifically for you guys. It's a rest area as well as a sign-up area. You guys can choose to go there and sign up already if you want, or you can sit around and inspect the map for a bit.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are all the rounds of the tournament happening on one day, or are they on separate days?
Multiple days.
Like
There'll
one
be
each,
rest
or
time.
There will be rest time, yeah.
Rest time between each one.
It will...
Oh, that spike pit.
Oh yes. It will go across a couple of days. From the first day will be the single fights, the second will be the doubles, the third will be the maximum attendance, which means for however many of your party members are available, as long as it matches the same amount your opposition has, that's the amount that will be fighting. So if they've got 4 left and you've got 6, it'll be 4v4. And that will continue for the next couple of days until finally there is a crowned winner. Anybody want to do anything before I jump to the opening ceremony?
So,
I will go find Virgo.
ooh,
Sneak off and go find Virgo.
Yes.
It's been about a year since I last saw her in person.
oh. So the other people that will be fighting, do you say they're walking past?
At the minute there is a lot of people streaming in. You don't know for certain who's involved. There are a lot of adventurers and people wearing high-end gear and the like that are streaming through. But with a general glance, you don't know for certain who has been given the rights to join the tournament or not.
Okay. I want to see if there's anyone who stands out, like anyone who looks like they'd be really badass, or anyone that looks like they've got, some really cool armor on or something that they might use.
Make a
Just in case.
perception check. It will be a high DC because there's a lot of people.
That's okay. I just want to be nosy.
Yes.
You see Grug.
Sort of like,
I will see Grug. I do see Grug, and that's all because I'm looking right at his tummy because he's standing in front of me. I rolled a 2.
So, as you're kind of looking around, you hear the voices. Oh, you hear the voice, I suppose, of Annabelle coming along, just catching up with you guys. And Annabelle, of course, you would notice that your companion for the last 2 weeks has disappeared, and you can't find him through the crowds. But yeah, Aya, you, of course, see Grug just standing in front of you as you begin looking, and you get distracted.
My eyes go full of tears again. Oh, Grogu. Be safe, buddy.
Gallagher sort of like looks at this and just nudges Dazda and just quietly goes, "Why does she keep crying?" And Dazda just looks and just says, "I think it's best you don't ask."
Like blowing my nose at this fur and shit.
Gross.
You do what now?
Nothing.
Because he blows his nose on his fur.
Dazda or Gallagher don't have fur.
No, but
No!
Grug does.
Grug
Greg
fur.
is fur. Can you imagine? I just take that hair, his brand new, nice, swanky hair, and I'm like,
Oh,
I
gross.
thought Greg wasn't around at the time.
I thought Greg came with us because he's in the thingy
Yeah.
show. He's representing someone else.
Yeah,
We
he
traveled
left.
together, didn't we?
He left.
He left to go and find.
Oh,
people
he
he was
left
representing.
already. Never mind.
Yeah, he really left.
I thought that Lee said I saw Grug though.
No.
Hmm.
Did
Lee
you know?
said I saw Grug.
No, not unfortunately, not with that check.
Oh, I thought you said I saw him and I was
No.
distracted.
No, you said I see Grug, and I was like, well, yeah, that would make sense. And then I didn't hear the context of him
Oh,
other
okay.
bits, but yeah,
I think about Grug and I just get sad
He
about it.
materializes temporarily.
He does, and I'm just like, oh no, Grug, and then I can't see anything because my eyes are so
All
blurry.
misty.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I want to see if there's anyone cool here, but I can't see because I'm thinking about my buddy. I hope he stays safe.
Right, before anything else, for reasons I won't explain.
Okay.
Does everybody have their little shopping list?
I sent it.
You did.
I did
Anything
not.
that's important that you need now to fill out your magic list. Wolfie could come with you if you wanted. You need to find someone to look after him though. Although to be fair, until multi-people rounds, it's not going to matter much. So any of you can take
Well,
care of him.
I'd say that Goro was watching, so if needs be, that he can look after Doggo.
Okay, I was going to ask if his dragon lady friend would eat him or not, but that's okay. He can stay with Goro. Goro, look after him, please.
You'll get a very gentle nod, and he just kind of starts stroking Wolfie.
If I don't come back, look after him. He's already lost one owner.
He very quickly reminds you that there is a clause that says if someone kills someone, they'll be penalised, and then the person that got killed will be revived.
I don't trust any of these fuckers. When do we do our push-up sequences?
You can do one if you want. But
Okay.
The dragging away along the beach. Classic training scene.
Connor, your potion, your greatsword, and your chainmail. Though if you want anything different,
Did you give me these?
oh, I'm just sneaky like that. Don't worry about it. If you want something different, check it and specify. Otherwise, yes, that's that.
Okay.
any healing would be a good idea to check.
Ah, why is my sheet going
Oh.
funny?
I cannot do any healing, so can I just have a potion of healing, please?
Sure. How high a grade?
superior.
How high a grade do you want to go? Because I mean, you can go as high as Supreme, which is 10d4 plus 20.
I want a
Oh my
supreme
God.
one, because I will be queen one day.
Let me just check the cost. I'm pretty sure it's absurd, but you guys can afford it, so. 5,000 gold, please.
I'll just steal one from my dad's. I'm sure he's got a shit ton of them somewhere in the fucking house.
He just has like a full chest of them, just lying about. one smashed, you know. Okay. So,
Lovely.
thank you. Right. Honestly, it doesn't really matter about reducing anything. Aya can add to herself a Scroll of Heroes Feast as she wants. We'll do with your bag of beans at some other point.
That's okay. Did I manage to get my armor enchanted or no?
Yes. It will be a +1 because time and effort.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
No problem. Let me grab your sheet and I will adjust it. Scale mail. Boop. There we go.
Look at the item stuff again.
You now have 20 AC.
I'm looking
Oh
at
my
people.
god, I'm such a cool tank, even though I'm not a tank, but I'm a tank.
I just read the
Looking at
name of that,
people's
Rachel,
stuff.
and I was
I know,
already like,
it's
oh my
fucking
god.
hilarious. There's someone's made a homebrew, Chloe, called the Robe of Slow Motion Entrance.
Oh.
It's literally a robe that means when people see you walking in dramatically, they're charmed. It's just there's so many hilarious homebrews on here.
That's so good. I think you need that.
Just walk in, flick my hair dramatically.
Do it.
I'm going to take over your
Be like,
sheet
there you
quickly,
go, I'm
Megan.
done.
Alright.
Sorry,
You
carry
can
on,
have
guys.
a ring of wardrobe. You may store up to 25 different sets of clothing in this ring. As an action, you may change clothing magically.
Wow. Does that mean you
Nice.
get naked though? Or does it just like switch it automatically?
I imagine it just switches it automatically.
I think you get naked.
What would be the point in having 25 outfits if it's
No!
just going to make you naked?
No, no in between. It'll be like, you know, like a Sailor Moon, Tokyo Mew Mew kind of transformation sequence that takes about half an hour. And then by that
No.
point, it's all finished. You're like, oh, but I just put my cool clothes on.
What
It's
about
Fairy
Perkins?
Tales Urza. That's what it is.
Yes. I do actually have something for that, by the way. Similar.
What
It's
about
a plus.
Perkins' bathrobe of rubber duckies?
But...
Yeah, I need that.
You can summon 3 rubber duckies: Sir Quackenshire McMallard, the Duck Knight; Bill No Splash Waddle Cloak, the Rubber Rogue; or Be Kind Dunker, the Foul Wizard.
I have changed my mind. I no longer wants a bag of beans. She wants that cloak with rubber duckies.
Monk
That sounds
robes.
perfect.
Monk robes of the elemental powers.
Whoa.
Monk does monk shit with magic robes.
That's cool.
I just like. Oh no, this one's for you, Chloe. The robes of the seductress.
Ooh, that'll be good for Anessa.
Erin, have you already
Aya's trying
changed
to wear
your
those.
movement speed? Or...
No.
Okay, I will do that now then.
Robes of dumb luck. Sounds pretty good.
Oh,
Oh no, it's juicy.
Like that.
Imagine action, bonus action, dash.
that would be fucking insane.
Imagine if you had haste as well. Technically speaking, you would go 240 around.
You want my candy
Yep.
wand?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so just to double check, Connor, are you as Grug okay with the items you have, or is there anything you want to substitute?
I'm happy with what I've got to a degree, but I am looking up some stuff.
Okay, well that gives me time to do other bits then. Is everybody else okay with what they've got? Is there anything that they would like that I haven't put into your inventory that I for some reason forgot?
No, I just want a potion. And I was looking at robes, but I'm too tired to find any robes right now. So I'll find one at the end of this. Whenever I have a brain again.
Okay.
In case I forget, any given opportunity, like just before we go in, I don't know when that's going to be, and I don't want to forget to say it. but whenever she gets the chance to, she wants to do the hero's feast before we go in. I don't know when the best time would be though.
That leads perfectly into what I was going to say. So,
Oh, nice.
you all would spend the next couple of, well, actually more likely 2 hours, kind of resting and generally recuperating from the journey, though some of you teleported in, so it's kind of neither here nor there. You'd find a nice spot in the area that they've set up as a kind of like general eating area. Like it's basic at the moment. You see they're still fixing some things up. You grab a long table with everybody. You unfurl the scroll of Hero's Feast as it whips a series of bowls and plates and cups and cutlery all across the table in front of you for everybody. I assume you go ahead and start seasoning and being fancy. Or do you leave it as is?
I want to season it. I have my chef thingy.
Put on your little hat and you just flick and start to perform degrees of beauty and deliciousness onto every single plate you can find in front of you. And you see as now and then, like, someone will probably start to like get ready to pinch it, and you immediately just like run over and like, I'm not done with that. And just spice. And again, you all enjoy a long and delicious meal together. So, of course, because you have the beauty that is Hero's Feast to begin with, each of you, I believe, become immune to frightening and poisons for a bit.
I can never
Up to 12 creatures
remember
can
with Hero's
partake.
Feast.
The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saves with advantage. Its HP max also increases by 2d10 and gains the same number of hit points. Again, so for the sake of us not all going insane with that one, would you, as the one who cast the spell, air quotes, like to roll me 2d10, please?
Ooh, a D10. I hope it's good.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
bitch, calm down. Fuck.
Oh my god!
Okay, so I'm going to mark a
That was
little
so
baby
good.
note of that.
Also with my seasoning and my chef thingy, does it count if I do the Oh wait, hold on. Short rest, you can cook special
They
food.
get to roll hit dice and recover HP.
Oh, okay. And then the little treat thingy. The treats that last 8 hours after being made can use a bonus action to eat one of the treats to gain temporary hit points to equal proficiency bonus. Can I do that? I think you said 2 hours we've got.
That's the amount of time you guys spend before something else happens.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can. Which use a bonus
Okay.
action. What's your proficiency bonus for?
4.
Okay. I will quickly make a note of that as well, because I feel like it will become necessary when I have to change your tokens.
Yeah. Oh, Jetty, what you doing, baby? I'd like to give 2. Who's got the lowest hit points? I think it's Minthea and me.
I will be right back. I think so. I just have to go
I
for a
have
beat.
55.
Are we on this map or not? Are we? Ah. Okay. 55. I've got 54. Goro's not in the fight, is he?
No, he's not.
Well, I'll give you 2 of the treats, so you can have. So you get 8 temporary hit points. How many hit points has Megan's got, Annabelle?
Lots. She's she got a dump truck that's gonna make everybody jealous.
Oh man. Okay. Well. Okay then. Would everyone be okay if I had the other 2 treaties? So I get 8 temporary hit points as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll put them on now, but it's like 8 hours, so I guess we'll just eat them whenever.
Right.
I gave the treats out. I gave 2 to Minthea, and I've got 2 of them.
Okay. Is there anyone in particular you're going to give them to for if and when they fight? How long do they last?
8 hours, so we'll eat them like
Ah.
just before we go in. I've put the temporary hit points on already now though, just 'cause I'll forget.
Yes.
No, okay.
Um,
So me and Minthea, so we got 2 each, so that's 8 temporary hit points each.
yes. So you guys enjoy a meal together. Is everybody here right now? Erin included.
Aaron BRB'd.
I will take that as a he still not being here. Cool. You each enjoy another decent meal together. The sounds of everyone rushing about. It's kind of like being at a Comic-Con. Just the place is flooded with people. You guys are off on a little nook in the side at the moment. These walls temporarily have been constructed to make a kind of differentiation between each of the areas. You guys being, of course, the food court kind of area at the moment. But even then, everything is so noisy. You guys can hear each other to a degree, but those of you at the opposite ends of the tables, you would have to actually shout across to hear even a speck. After the 2 hours go by, you hear kind of echoing, magically amplified throughout the entirety of the mountain. Everybody who is participating today, could you all gather up on the 4th floor entrance? We will be requiring your attendance. Thank you, that is all. And
Oh, thank you.
welcome to Seeger's Stand.
Woo. Lee, just a question.
Yeah.
Our 19 hit points from the Heroes Feast.
Yeah.
So it's the maximum increases by that much, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But how do you want us to record it?
If you put your current actual maximum somewhere, like on your ideals or somewhere that's like very close to it that isn't your temporary HP,
Yeah.
and then adjust your current temporary HP, max HP to that new.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actual 54.
So as long as someone makes a note of where it currently is. And
Cool.
then adds 19.
So I've got those 19 and then another 8.
Ultra great sword.
My god, I've got 73 now. Haha. Plus 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that
With
kind of
heroes
works,
feast.
Connor. Yeah. It's basically yeah. I'm assuming that's Grug.
Yes.
Is anyone in triple digis now with the 19 hit points?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, is this 19 HP for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the Heroes
19
Feast.
temporary.
Again, make a note somewhere of what your actual HP is at the
Temporary.
moment.
Yeah.
Because
Because for
it's-
24 hours.
It's maximum HP, but it's temporary maximum HP.
So I'd have the 19 plus the 8.
So you'd have 19 to your maximum hit points
Temporarily.
temporarily, and then you'd have 8 as your temporary hit points that can't be healed back.
So I'm just going to put 27 on the temporary hit points then.
Oh, is that you did? Okay, but if you get healed, you can still get
Yeah.
healed those 19 back for up until 24 hours.
So all you guys need to do at the minute is write down what your current actual HP is somewhere right next to it, and then change your maximum HP to
Mhm.
include the 19, because
Yeah,
it is
so-
it is maximum HP you're gaining. It's just it's not
Yeah.
permanent.
So I added the 19 to my hit point maximum. I put my actual HP on the side, which is 54, and then in my temporary hit points I put the 8 temporary ones that I've got, because those can't get healed back,
Yes.
but the others can.
Yes. Yeah. Now all we have to do really is wait for Erin, and we can begin the fun. But long story short, you guys were told, come to the 4th floor. You have to do something, which, for the sake of again a bit more speed, you guys have to go upstairs, sign in for the tournament, and be ready within the hour, because the tournament shall begin. As
I guess we're going then.
that is noted. Ignore technically for now because it's not happened yet, but this is how things will end up. Welcome to the tourney's current standing.
Oh wow, that's so huge.
Anyone with an X over them has lost their bout.
Oh, so some people have already.
In the timeline sense, none of this has happened yet, but I'm showing you this for the sake of in advance.
Yes.
I will note if anyone wants to know specifics about how any of the combats went, feel free to ask. Otherwise, yeah. Hello, Aaron.
Hello.
So, yep. If you guys
I
would like
saw
to,
something.
if you guys would like to scroll down to the empty slots. More specifically,
That's Gray. Gray's there.
Oh, why have we got two
Why is-
remnants ones?
because of
Kumakai!
the number of teams wasn't filled out enough, so some
What?
some had multiple matches.
Oh,
we have
I
to,
see.
We have to fight against Gray.
And
Wait,
Grug?
You could.
why is Tristan a different one?
He's not in your group. You guys have 6.
Are we fighting Trista?
You could.
No.
Oh. Where's Grug?
I'm confused. Where are we?
Greg.
So
I know where Greg is.
Oh,
I've seen
is-
where he is.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
fighting
looking-
the Kumakai. We're fighting Grug.
We are Lee.
I don't like it.
So this is
do you,
our
do you want to know
team.
the fun thing? I actually used a random wheel generator with this. I had it so that until the last 5 matches, it would always choose a multiple. So if, for example, you guys didn't get picked once until the end, and then you got picked twice. Anyone that got picked twice was then completely ruled out of it. And it was Makuma versus you guys as one of them. So
Where's Trist?
At the top.
He is in
In the
Team
Unity.
And for the sake of a bit of context,
Oh,
we'll fast forward a smidge. The fights, as you guys go upstairs, you sign in. You're told the tournament will begin shortly and you should go get prepared. You guys are given a room that you can go in and dress up, dress down as you please. Each room is associated to each party. So you guys can't go into Grog's room, he can't go into yours, etc. There is a guard that will monitor who comes in and out and will ask you to identify via handprint. And as you all get your stuff ready, the matches are called one by one over the next couple of hours. You guys are told you are allowed to sit on the stands at the top, the 3rd floor, or the 4th floor, which does have its own viewing platform. Again, with illusory magic, it specifically shows the action going as it is. From the point of view, there's some kind of creature that's invisible that's watching in the performance and is displaying it to you all. As the matches go, A to Z, Team Unity, of course, sends out Trist first against the Green Smashers, against a
Trist!
Kenku, who gives him a bit of a rough time at first. It's wearing full body plate and has these weird swifty movements. Trist, though, luckily doesn't spend too long fighting the creature. They looked roughly even for a bit. That's mostly because of their armor, but he spends very little time wasting jumping about like the creature does. It loses energy quick, and Trist strikes it, knocks it unconscious. And with the first match ending, the clerics move toward the gates, send their power out, stabilize him, teleport into the area, pick up the body and gently bring him to a place that's suitable to to properly restore him. And Trist will, of course, get the hails of advantage on wisdom saves too. And Trist is hailed by quite a few people from Parable, as well as a couple of others from everywhere else.
where you go, Trist?
The Divine Forge cleric faces off against a core from Rheinwald, the party that technically you guys would be familiar with outside of your actual party anyway. Reinwald's Wake is comprised of a couple of the people that some of you played. Yana Invictiport has quite a bit of dexterity to her. She uses long ropes with hooks and kind of just generally discombobulates the cleric, throws him around, gets behind him, just knocks him a couple of times. You think for a bit, with the amount of like constitution that he has and the giant armor, that she'd have no chance, but she gets around him very quickly and just undercuts him easy, and he falls. Might vs Plentiful, it is a one-sided fight. The guy from Might, he spends no time, very obviously a monk. He is fighting quite literally a giant. Gets behind him, very quickly knocks him out with 3 strikes in 1 round. And it kind of follows a similar theme for a bit, going down the list a little. The Pegasus v Crystal fight, the Crystal Fangs, which is one of the many sponsored guilds originally from Parabor, though they are currently an individual contract. The caster from their team spends no time just throwing all the fireballs and all the lightning bolts, and the Pegasus team member destroyed immediately. And going down to Grey versus the member of Kingsclaw. You know Grey all too well. Many guns, big gun. He has a weird indifference that you have all been used to. You know his fighting style all too well by this point. Jump back a little bit, fire, try to knock something out of someone's hand when needed. Maybe sneak around a little bit. But nonetheless, he's always been kind of just generally a fucking damage monster. Within the first 2 rounds of combat, the King's Claw member flies up a good 60 feet in the air, begins taunting him. He doesn't even draw a pistol. The creature then flies down toward him. The first few attacks misses, and he spends his first turn shooting at his claws and kind of disabling his hands. You notice there's no lethal damage that's dealt. As the creature tries to swing around for a bite or 2 with his hands disabled, misses entirely. And Grey very quickly throws his guns around to the butt ends, specifically his big old fucking pepper gun, clocks the creature over the head, turns it, and then blasts him into the ground. The creature is thrown backwards, his wings scattered with a couple of little pellet shot wounds, and goes crazy unconscious. Grey showed a weird lack of respect for someone who was just here for a contest. If this were an actual fight to the death, obviously you know he would not care, he would guns ablaze. But he's got kind of a darker vibe going at the moment. And as those fights go along, Fourth Front defeats Snatch and Run very quickly and easy. It's just a single round, 2 cuts, and the guy falls down. It looks almost as if the guy from Snatch and Run, as he falls down, is faking being unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
touchy.
And so they are considered lost. And then finally, it comes around to Remnants versus the Kumakai in round 1.
Oh my god.
Is it a 1v1 or
It
is
is.
it like a team?
It's a 1v1 to start.
Oh,
So who is
are
your
you-
representative versus
Not
the
me.
Kumakai?
No,
Not
I
me.
can't do it.
I reckon
I
we
wouldn't.
say. I think Annabelle should do it.
That's true, you are like
Show
a
your
random.
loyalty.
who's likely to survive to a bear? Either Annabelle or Eric. So there you go. You two make a choice.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Who thinks they
Rollies.
could beat Grug?
Yeah.
Rug's not the only one on the team.
Yeah, we might not even have to fight him.
There's also this boy and these boys.
No, nice. That definitely is reassuring.
Just
Oh, he's just a
Oh
warrior.
my
He's just a warrior.
god!
He's not important.
Grug is so soft compared to them. Look at them! Oh, they're scary.
Brutus Ceasus.
Nah, I don't think
Am I
that
reading
Aya
that
should
right?
fight
Brutus
them.
Caesar's.
Mhm.
Damn.
Brutus Caesar's.
Who is that? Is that his brother, if I remember right? or is
No,
that
it's
the
a
chief?
clan leader.
I don't even know which
I
one
was gonna say, I'm
Aya
guessing you
would
didn't
prefer to
include his
fight.
brother, did you?
Oh my
No,
god.
not for this. Someone had to stay behind.
True. True. Actually, yeah, true.
Oh man.
Oh.
Who is your representative?
Rock, paper, scissors, rollies.
Yeah. Annabella,
suppose-
Eric.
The real question, actually, Connor. Since you know it's versus the Remnants, are you going to participate?
Ooh, that is a tough question. I am going to. I'm curious. I'm really curious about Brutus, though. But I will put to you my answer in a chat between me and you.
Mm-hmm. It'll be kind of very quickly given away because they have to tell everybody. Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
you know.
Once they played their game of rock paper scissors.
So which of you will be participating? Oh, trying to do rollies, are we?
Oh man. No.
it's Eric.
Well, I mean, technically, if we're being
I
honest,
got the lowest one.
yeah, usually it's the lowest. So
Oh,
we're playing
it's
D&D.
Annabelle.
Annabelle, show your worth.
Get the show off. So, as the contest is announced, I'm going to drag you to the map. Firstly, pick a point on the map that you guys wish to fight in, and there are 5 points on the map. There is the giant one with the, if you want to zoom out, there is the giant electric light show kind of thing going on in the middle with the mountains. That is one map. There is the one on the far left, far right, far bottom right, and far bottom left. Which would be preferable for both teams. I will tie break if there's an indecision.
I'm going to choose. Here.
Okay, top right. And Annabelle, since you'll be fighting, what looks more preferable to you? I will note this does have dark vision enabled on this map, just in case anyone wants to do trickery. It's just I've removed it for now for the sake of no one actually being there at the minute.
I was gonna say the central one, but I'm happy to go with the other one. I do not mind.
Okay, top right one it is.
The middle one does look nice.
Are
actually.
we? Before people go in, is it illegal to cast spells on them?
It is.
Ah, damn it.
They can do it on themselves before they go in, but if it's done on them before they enter, it's yeah.
Okay,
outside
I want to be
source.
looking out for anyone who is casting spells on people before they go in. Because I was going to do that, but it's illegal. Sorry, girl.
You notice other than when someone walks through the gate, actually no, I'll be more specific because you have casting ability. Each of you with any degree of casting ability would notice that when someone walks through the gates or is teleported through, the second they touch the ground, they have this shimmer over them. And of course, none of you have participated yet, but as the fighters are set in, assuming that you had magical effects happen to you, what would happen is you would basically be scanned by the clerics and the wizards that are spectating.
Okay.
They would dispel anything on you that isn't supposed to be there, that was told beforehand, and then you were allowed to start casting as you want. You would have a small period to buff yourself.
Are we allowed to have the hero's feast then, or should we have told
No,
someone
that's
beforehand?
fine. That's
Okay,
just just a meal.
That's fine. don't want to get lifetime imprisonment. That would be a bit sad.
Right.
Fight,
I
fight, fight.
am going to put dark vision on the map,
Whoop, 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 whoop.
assuming it. There we go.
Oh my god, got sneezed.
I'm going to place the participants.
Are we not going to be able to see it?
I will make it known for you guys, don't worry.
Okay.
Just dropping this here. Can you guys see
How
yourselves?
exciting.
Yes.
Let me just make sure that... Where the hell is my torch? Oh, there I'm blind. Okay. I'm going to place a massive ass torch to represent you guys. Let me just do the thing. Vision, night vision. 1,000 million! Let me give it to specific people so there's no cheaties. Unintentionally. Can you guys see? Erin,
Yep.
Rachel and Chloe?
Mhm.
You can see the general area?
The 20-foot
Yeah.
drop.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, as the pair of you are dropped into the portion of the map that you both agree on, you hear the announcer. Oh. Hi, Baba. Of course, that's not what the announcer says. That'd be weird. You two are dropped in, and the announcer goes, "Wonderful. Let us continue once more to the next bout. From what I've heard, these two are rather familiar with each other. What a interesting circumstance. And here I thought everything was randomized. I will give a countdown, and the pair of you may choose to begin. Everybody say it with me. 3. And then,
3,
in unison, 2,
2,
1.
1.
And these little fireworks.
Let's rumble!
This net of energy fills the entire wall, and then goes and fills up the area in between each side of the mountain, so it makes this layer over the top. So any spells that would hit the walls will hit something else. Anything that would possibly hit a participant will hit something else. Would the pair of you give me an initiative, please? As well, I will give a semi-intro.
I can't click on my token
Can
Oh
you
no.
not?
because I can't see the map.
Hold on.
I did say this.
There you go.
Oh, here I am.
Yeah, big map.
That's weird.
No, it's not that. I'm fully zoomed out. It's the fact I
He
could see my token.
literally didn't have any dark vision assigned.
Oh.
Because he doesn't actually have any dark vision. Although, to be fair, for this, I will give you 30 feet.
Thank you.
And
So this whole thing would be in darkness, or is it like just...
yes.
Wow, okay.
There are some places that will have light, but in this particular
Oh.
event, it is dark.
Okay. That's scary.
Also, as well, pardon me, I actually didn't click the initiative thing, so let me add a
Do I need to roll that again?
No, you do not, my dude.
Okay.
I get 2
Oh,
times.
it kind of did itself. Cool. No. Although the initiative would work out like that, technically speaking, because you'd go yours, his, yours, his. So,
You're so exciting!
I just realised Meg's road has to Lee, so I'm going to roll mine to Lee for secret.
I didn't do it on
no,
purpose.
hers was already set that way.
Fine, I'll go public for
Okay,
the show.
so Annabelle, the glorious, the righteous, the noble, the wonderful paladin of Our Lady Saloon, versus the majestic, the quadrupedal, destructive, but also very adorable giant bear known as Greg. Here, set, ready with his kin. Would the two of you do me the honour of fighting? Annabelle, it is your turn.
Quick question:
Mhm.
are these like fences that are 10 foot high?
They are, yes. You can also destroy them if you want to.
So she'll run up to the fence. Oh, see more. I still see no bear.
You can action dash if you want to, as well.
These trees, can they be like run through, or are they an actual obstacle?
You can run through them.
You say that I can break down
The fence.
the fence? Yeah.
Yeah. It will be.
Are these
It will be
are
an
these
action.
trapped and stuff?
It does appear to be, yes.
Hmm.
You see at the moment that this one is just sat there out in the open. This one doesn't look like it's doing anything at the moment.
Okay, so she will action dash then. In the trees. Still no bear. That's her.
Would you like to do a stealth check or anything?
I guess there's no harm in trying.
Okay. Oof.
I also
Heavy armor disadvantage.
yeah.
Okay, so you find a spot where the tree cover is pretty good, and there's a little rock that's in the way. Kind of kneel down behind it, just watching and waiting. Is that you?
That is me.
Grog.
Oh.
This is temporary, by the way, just for the cinematic of it.
Of course.
No,
I'm just
It was too thing. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
I was just gonna say I was looking at my sheet. I'm not really paying attention.
Totally fine. There is light that you will see across the map. That is from other parts of the map, and that is entirely fine. As long as you don't leave the borders of this terrain, you are still considered in the appropriate map, regardless of what light you see. And I'll tell you if you
Okay,
get too
gotcha.
close.
Okay. Interesting. So is that like that? And well, I know what I'm doing first thing.
Of course. So there's 40 feet.
30 feet, 40. And I just need to zoom out for this because I want to see how far I can go. I could just go.
The fences are obstructions, of course. They can be broken down.
Okay, gotcha.
I will note as well, this thing here, I don't know if you can actually see it, is some kind of, you believe to be a trap.
A trap, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'll go here and I'll avoid it if possible.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah, well, my end destination is where my end arrow is. So I'll go here.
Okay.
and any sort of roll I need to make to avoid the trap.
So as you get to this point, you hear, "Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, something's happening." And you hear the sound of it whirring slowly next to you. You have enough seconds before it starts to do any real damage to move. But you will take 1 slashing damage.
I'll go to here, and then 1 slashing damage. Gotcha.
As you get here as well, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is 12.
A young, let's say, elegantly hidden lady appears just there. You can just about make her out, hiding behind a rock at the minute, looking out.
Okay.
I will note that technically, because you're not stealthing, she will hear the whirring and turn and will now see you.
Okay, gotcha. And I'm just curious, to stand up again from quadruped,
You'd
would
have to
that
use
cost
a
another
bonus
bit?
action.
Can I use an action?
You've used
does that have
yours
to be
to
bonus?
dash, didn't you?
Good point, yeah. Well, you pretty much said it then. That's pretty much me.
Okay, okay. Then back to our Maiden of Slayon.
I'm very scared of the spiky thing.
Hmm.
I assume, yes, I've seen him as well.
Yes.
I will run past the scary thing. Over to here.
As you walk past, it does turn on, but it is in the opposite direction that it starts
Yeah.
to spin at.
I was hoping that was the case.
As you get there, what is your first action?
I'm very new at the whole fighter thing.
No, totally fine.
So I will use my longsword and attack Grog.
Okay.
So do I just...
Just click. Yep. If you're using a shield, it's one-handed.
Okay. I don't know how that makes a difference.
Because you have a 1d10 instead of a 1d8 with two-handed.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
And I just do that another 2 times, I assume.
You do it one more time.
One more time.
If you action surge, you can do it then 2 more times.
Okay.
Oh, bitch. What's with the double 11s? You got that, Connor?
Yeah, I've got that.
So,
Okay.
she quickly comes charging over, shields primed and ready, making 2 swift longsword strikes. You barely managing to get up off your feet before she's striking. Is that your turn, Megan?
Will be my turn.
Okay. Then Gregory.
Okay, bonus action to come out of quadruped.
Yep.
I am going to attack with my two-handed greatsword.
Mhm.
I don't know why I said two-handed greatsword, but yeah. Newly acquired, by the way. Just for everyone else to know.
That misses.
I had the feeling it would miss. I would miss.
So if it hits,
Yeah,
it's
that's
gonna
me.
hurt. Oh, actually, no, wait. I think it's pointless without. No, yeah, okay, never mind, never mind. Okay. Then Annabelle, as he
Wow.
swings this massive sword that kind of looks like it's more of a like baton more than anything. It has these really super sharp edges made of obsidian. And as he swings it, you very quickly raise up the shield and take a little bit of cover as he smacks you. You feel it knock you back an inch or so. What would you like to do? Megan?
Yeah, sorry.
Ah,
Can I cast Shield of Faith on myself?
I think so. Can you put it in the chat? Yeah, a creature of choice, so it can be yourself.
So that'll be my bonus action.
That's mean. That's so mean.
And I will do the same. I just stabby stab.
Okay. Oh.
Oof.
And that one was a mister. So this time the
Okay.
swing manages to just miss you catching with the great sword. Cuts against you, and the second one she swings forward. You barely have to try, and you just kind of like bat it away with the obliterator. As you see now, there's this like shimmering kind of energy, similar to what's along the wall, running across her. She is slightly more irritating to hit now. Is that your turn, Annabelle?
That is.
Greg.
Okay, I am going to attack with Obliterator once more.
Mm-hmm. That just misses.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
She has, at the moment, she has the frost dragon armor, the scale. She has the frost shield, and she has the shield of faith on herself. She has a
I
total
kind of wish I could find better armor than chain metal.
22 AC. So as you swing with a heft and a furiousness, it crashes down toward her as she draws the shield up. This cracking of ice breaking off of it with the force of your attack, but she doesn't buckle. Stay sturdy. Is that you?
Yeah, I don't know what I really can do. The great sword was my only hope, and yeah, I'm
Do
against Megan.
Tank.
It's very new to me.
Okay.
I feel guilty.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I'm slightly salty, yes, but I can't do anything. Seriously.
Let me just have a look.
Yeah, the whole point of this class is if I actually hit things which with a great sword increased my chances, I do bonus everything.
Well, the boy is in slight trouble at the minute. Then Annabelle. At the very least, if you do hit her, things are gonna start turning painfully.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna miss.
Oh no, it's you hit her.
What?
You have to
Do
hit
it.
her, not her.
Yeah,
hitting
no,
you.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think she's going to miss on me though, with the roll she's been doing.
We'll see. It could all be changing.
I doubt
You
it.
never know. The dice how
This
the
is a-
dice roll.
It's a much better upgrade to Goro. That's all we need.
He's just in the stand staring at you. Daggers.
How does she do this?
You're all speaking far too soon. But I'm gonna swing again.
natural. I'm cool with it.
I think I clicked it. Let me try it. Oh shit.
It might be delayed.
I reckon it's a delay.
Yeah, my computer's got a bit upset just then.
A bit upset.
I'll try again.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, 22 and then 15 misses.
And
So yes.
I will also use my action surge and hit again.
You get 2 more.
Twice.
2 more.
Action
Oh,
surge
well, I thought it
is basically repeat the. Oh, and there it is.
Oh dear.
It's not actually that
Also,
much.
if I score a critical hit, something happens. I roll 1 additional dice for the weapon.
Yes, which is a D8.
D8. And again.
Another attack, yes. Oh, and
But
there's
there you
critical
go,
fail.
see, evens out, evens out.
So
She stabs herself. Seppuku.
okay, so with a sudden speed increase after the shield connects with the obliterator, knocks it back just enough for the impact to stop. She then quickly.
Oh, it had already done that critical hit, by the way. Sorry.
So I believe. Wait, no, because it adds a D8 when you
Oh,
crit.
okay.
It adds another D8 regardless. Then you have your effect to add another one.
Oh, okay.
So then with a quick flurry of strikes, she continues for. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Then Grug. Oh fuck. That's not how
Oh
this.
no!
No. That's
Two
not.
natural ones.
No. Why is Grog getting cursed with a natural one? Also, hold on. What actual class are you, Connor?
Behemoth.
Okay, that makes. Yeah. Well, because you're level 9 and you are a melee class, I will, at the very least say for this anyway, add extra attack to yourself, 2 attacks per turn, because it just
Sure?
doesn't. It doesn't really make sense that you don't have 2 attacks at level 9. Even if you are basically just, I hit, it hurts.
Yeah.
So,
But I'm going to say that. Are you sure?
I mean, it's only
Okay.
fair, you are a melee class. Every other melee class has that. Like, even fucking rangers.
That was such disdain. Rangers.
Yeah, they just don't, they don't do anything. It just makes me upset.
Yeah, I think it was
it's
meant to be
map
like the
flavouring.
beast thing. It's meant to be pretty broken.
Roll me another one, Connor. So, striking and drawing the shield or blocking the long sword at the last moment as it collides. Is that you?
Yep.
Annabelle.
I just feel like I'm just beating up a bear. It's very upsetting.
And start rolling bad.
I might.
He's still rolling bad.
Oh, oh, that's
I'm
just.
gonna throw him
God.
It's the most cursed thing.
What do you mean?
That was bad. There you go.
God is a cool sword, and that makes me sad because it's not that cool.
It would be in a normal circumstance, but she's fucking
She
beastie.
is literally a paladin, and they are
Yeah.
disgusting.
Not gonna lie, you kind of caught me by surprise when you were like, "Oh, you're choosing around." I was going to be like, "Yeah, choose the other bear," because I was looking for armor.
Hey,
Fuck it. I am happy with it.
I asked.
I know.
I asked.
I couldn't find anything. All I was finding was.
Oh no, I meant if
cloaks.
you want to fight or not armors and.
I know. I'm just being salty. Let me have this. I can't unleash the power that is Grug. It's reminding me of when you broke my greatsword.
No.
I also killed Goro twice. What's your point?
I'm going to be Anakin to you right now. Right, so
8 damage.
right.
9 damage.
No, that's not. I was going to say that's not. Wait,
9 damage.
did you say 9?
Mm-hmm. When she crits, she gets an extra D8.
Oh shit, Lee.
Yes.
Never mind. I'll do it in a minute. Actually, just realised there's something that I could do.
I'm gonna need
But I'll do it
contacts.
next round. I'll do it next round.
Okay.
So how much damage am I taking?
9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she did 7 plus 5 plus the 1.
Oh wow, I saw something completely different. Yeah. I'm not tired, you're tired. Yeah, 13 damage.
I was gonna say, bear with me. I want to double check. Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah, that's like 13 in total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That will get me to 19. Okay.
Is that your turn, Annabelle?
Yes, it is.
Clog.
Oh shit! Actually,
Mm.
I just realised it's a reaction. Yay!
What's that?
Oh, what? I'm gonna use it.
Okay. So, we take damage, gain resistance to all damage for 1 minute. That's the thing. So, recover 6 HP.
Recover 6 HP.
Because if you use that as to being attacked, the
Yeah,
damage
yeah,
would be
yeah,
halved.
Okay, yeah. Wait, oh shit. I didn't know. I'm trying to do math right. Yeah,
25.
25.
Okay.
You say your brain's suffering, I'm just bad at math.
Grog, your turn.
Okay.
Of course, you are essentially the Ragey Boy. Hold on.
If there is a god.
Oh. What is this game right now? How many is that? 1, 2, 3.
You say I still get
A second.
extra
yes.
attack, or was it just for that?
No. It's for the instance. Oh. So the first one's a
Nothing.
wide, very infuriated, essentially rage-fueled swing, and you strike.
Rage? I don't feel rage, I
Oh,
feel
shit.
abused.
Well, I mean, whichever way.
It's a sad
functions,
soul.
yeah.
That's not rage. That's animal cruelty.
Oh no, I'd have to drop that one.
Yeah, is that your turn, Guruk? Is there anything you wanted to do otherwise?
Greg's not the type of person to just, think he just hits.
Hmm.
So that is a no.
Then Annabelle. I will shyly reiterate, not to endorse animal cruelty even further, possibly to help put an animal down, but not my point. You guys will recover anything you expend. Just putting it out there. Save animal cruelty. Put him out of his misery.
Yeah, come on, roll 2 more natural 20s, let's go.
Well,
Well,
Kill him. Do it.
go on. Pussy, you won't.
What would you like to do?
So, like if I would like to use my, he won't die though.
No, unless you literally
It states in the rule.
unless you get 160 plus damage in one hit,
Okay,
you are not
okay.
killing him.
Yeah, yeah.
You are not
That's good then.
kidding.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry.
Imagine if she does.
Oh
that.
my god.
Crit on the highest possible dice.
So
I don't know if that'll do it.
I mean, possibly.
so I'll hitty hit again,
Mm-hmm.
but I would also like to use my divine smite,
Mm-hmm. What level are you expending, or just the first level?
2nd level.
Mm-hmm. So this is when you hit. So until you
Yeah,
hit,
so-
it's
Okay.
So the only time you don't get to use it is if you miss.
oh, Megan, it's
Sorry.
it's your first game as a new character.
Oh my
He's
god!
He's resistant to all that damage now.
Where is this coming from?
Jesus
Resistant?
Christ!
I'm not resistant to death.
The annoying thing is as well, because technically speaking, I'm assuming it's on that first attack, because that's also critted with the crits.
Yeah.
The Divine Smite is critted too.
Oh.
Because that first attack is technically magical, you aren't resisting this.
I am resisting.
I assume
Can you
he resists
resist
the slashing
magical?
and not the radiant.
Wait, I've.
Actually,
Well,
no,
hold
that's a
up.
fair point. Yes, no, apologies. Yes, you will resist the longsword. The radiant, however, of course.
Can I remind you of this? 1 second.
Yeah, no, I was just saying.
Can you-
It's
I was just
non-magical.
saying.
Yeah.
I gain resistant to all damage.
Oh, are you 9 level? Oh.
Mm,
9th level.
yes, I'm not gonna lie. I
All
totally thought that
damage.
was physical. Okay, not bad.
For 1 minute!
We'll see if you last.
I have, I have resistance
And
training.
then
So before
It's-
anything else, because it's at 2nd level, that's 3d8 radiant, and then that's doubled. So it's technically a total of 20 radiant damage, which is half to 10. So 10 radiant damage, Connor.
Okay, 10 radiant damage, okay.
Then there's the base weapons damage, which is 9 reduced to 4.
So 4 damage, okay.
And then there's the second attack, which is 6 more damage.
Okay. Let's do that. Okay. I believe that's
Yeah.
correct, isn't it?
Yeah,
I feel-
The D8 on top was your extra critical, right, Megan?
yeah, it was, yeah.
So that's another 2 damage on top of that.
Great.
Just mountains.
Okay.
Just fucking Jesus Christ. Without saying the obvious, is that your turn?
Yeah.
It better be.
So, the next series of strikes, the first one rings down like a hammer as you bring up the obliterate and try to guard it, but the obliterate is knocked downwards and it's cleave across your shoulder for a moment. There is a look of a bit of concern for a moment in Annabelle's eyes as she looks and notices, and just like that strike of fear, like, oh fuck. You then, as the obliterate hits the ground, your entire body is like shaking and just quaking, and give me a second. You hear from mostly a silent crowd. You all of a sudden all start to hear something being chanted. It's slightly drowned out with the distance, but then it becomes a little bit clearer as a few more chorus of voices start to pick up. And Grug, you start to hear, just about barely through the ringing in your ears, your name. You flick your head up for a moment, and you can see a series of the illusory images displaying members of the crowd that are like cheering at the moment. A bunch of them seemingly members of the Kuma are currently smacking their hands into their chest repeatedly, shouting your name out loud.
I is shouting his name too. Go, Greg!
It won't be much, but the small benefit I can give you temporarily. Roll 44, please. Enjoy that HP. Technically it's temporary, but it doesn't really matter. You're either going to lose it or you're going to survive either way.
I'm gonna lose it. I ain't keeping it.
As you hear that, under normal circumstances, I would say you can choose what you get this next thing in, but it's obvious what you're going to use it on. You have advantage on this turn's specific rolls, which is normally attack, save, or check, but considering I know you're going to attack, it will be on attack rolls.
I get advantage on 2 attack rolls.
Yes. Until the end of this turn.
Okay. So I get to do that now, right?
Yes.
I hate to be a negative Nelly, but I got the feeling that it's going to be a divine sign. And even with advantage, I'm going to get 2 natural ones.
You never know.
You would literally have to get a natural one 4 times. Oh, fucking... Something about seeing a 30 just tickles me so well.
30! Jesus.
So...
I actually got a 30 for once? Oh my
With the
goodness.
first strike, you swing heavy. Your body's still getting used to all the pain it's suffering, and she blocks with the longsword. With the second one, you draw it back. And because it's a 30, how do you hit? Because you have a bunch of shit you're going to apply to this now, so start thinking about that.
Yep. I'm just going to ring it just down.
Okay. The Frost Dragon Shield is raised and blocks it, but then with the full brutality of it all, the arm is knocked away. And for the first time, Annabelle, you take this heavy strike into your chest, and you are knocked to a knee for a moment as it recoils all across you. Firstly, 15 slashing damage, my dear. Connor, what are we adding on top? Because you have way too many things.
She gets a free extra damage from this, weapons that hurt. And then, thankfully, well, but again, I'm level 9, so she gets this. So that is basically
2d6.
2d6.
Uh, 9 more.
Yeah, that is, well, that's me.
So that was 10, 20, 27 damage in one attack. With expending basically nothing. Okay. So as you bring that strike down and knock Annabelle to her knee for a moment, what is your reaction, Annabelle, to being hit? Also, can you make me a concentration check, which is a constitution check?
Ooh,
Oh,
not good.
no. Your spell fades.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what is your reaction to the strike? Do you say anything? Do you do anything?
I'm a little bit shocked that it hadn't happened yet. Took me by surprise a bit. But I'll smile because I've been feeling really bad.
Wow.
Okay. Then, with those That's 2 attacks done. Is that your turn, Connor?
Yep.
Annabelle. Okay, friend. That's okay. I'm pretty sure this will be over. The game will be over after this, for the sake of everyone getting to go to bed. I'll do a small spiel and there'll be like 5 minutes of effort and that's it.
Okay.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
So yeah, what would you like to do?
I will. So I get I will. I guess I just smack more.
Okay.
Macmore, yes, that's what fighters do.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Bop, 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 bop.
That's all fighters do. We bob,
And-
bob.
And I'll use my divine smite again because I do need to go to bed.
What level would you like to put it at?
Second again.
Okay. So the first hits, of course, and the second hits. For the sake of a minor speed, the total of damage is 19, reduced. Hold on, we'll do this properly. So firstly, 6 slashing from the second attack,
Okay, 6 slashing, yeah.
and then 3 from the first, for a total of 9 so far.
Wait, 9 damage, what?
Yeah, from both attacks. The total is 19, but it's half.
Yeah, sorry,
separately.
you're throwing numbers at me and it got very confusing.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
So
the damage
9 is the
at the moment.
9 is the total damage.
At the moment.
At the moment. Thank you.
And then 21, I mean, we know where that goes. There's 10 on top of that 9 for a total of 19 outside of your maximum HP remaining.
I wonder what that leaves me at.
-6?
Correct, sir.
This was a very unfortunate
You think?
battle. Yeah. The bit that concerned me was when you got 1s. That's just not in your wheelhouse. Like
No.
I'd semi-understand not getting like perfect 27s every attack because it's just not normal in most cases. But
not gonna lie, I don't want to sound sorry here, but I'm slightly upset that I didn't even get 1 crit and taken for 3.
I know the incredible luck you've got here, Megan, is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Alright, Megan, I'll tell you why I'm a bit sorry, and it's because I have this.
Oh wow.
An extra attack remaining.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. The chances there. Be
And
crazy.
the other
if
thing
that
is,
happened.
even if I hit and my damage was shit, I have this.
Yeah. Rerolls.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Well,
have
at
rerolls
least-
and just crit chance galore.
At least the good thing is though that this isn't a fight where you actually die,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
those might come up when it matters. And also, remnants kind of have to win.
This is true. I just wanted to put up more of a fight.
Yeah.
I wanted to make Megan's,
The
you know,
heavily armored paladin.
Yeah.
I wanted Megan's first, you know, fight to be, you know, challenging.
So
I just felt bad. I'm so glad you did at least get me one.
Not to be a walk in the park skipping along with a sword in a field of roses.
hey, what's
know.
all the field of roses, motherfucker?
Well, because she's skipping with a sword and she's not really caring with how she skips with a sword in her hand, so she's cutting the roses on her way.
Hey, excuse me.
And it's
She cares a
easy.
lot about those
It's
fucking
easily-
roses. Don't you start. She cares
She
about
does, she
roses. She's a pretty little princess. She might be a giant orc lady in a battle armor that's crazy impossible to hit. But
Fine, she's
I-
a field. She's skipping a field of cotton. Happy? Likes cotton.
good. Good. I like that. Good.
There's even a racial history of it. No one likes cotton.
Had to bring race into it, didn't you, Connor? Just because you're a bear man doesn't mean you can get away with everything, okay? Okay, right, we're gonna have to jump forward a little bit.
Yeah.
the fight ends. Cheers
Yeah,
are
I
had
need to go to
nonetheless. Clerics stabilize you. They take your body to a place they can gently recuperate you. Within barely a minute after the fight, you are awoken. They give you fresh and seemingly just warmed bread, as well as an assortment of water and herbal remedies to help soothe the current lull that you'll be feeling. Annabelle, of course, because of the victory, is a mark of 2 points to Remnants. I will remove the pair of you from the map because the fight is over. Bippity boppity. Feel free to look at the other matches that are beneath you and see who won out of what. I will note the matches that you see here doesn't designate who goes into the next line. It's just to show who won that round. Each round is randomized. So, you will be fighting someone different other than whoever's, like Fourth Front, for example. You wouldn't fight them. You wouldn't fight the Wild Hearts, etc. You could fight fucking anyone. We will decide next week who will be fighting the representative from the Green Smashers. You can send an Annabelle in again, though I personally will stomp my foot down and say fuck all of you. Pick someone else.
But she's so strong.
She is. But the more of you that show off your abilities, the better, because you'll look cool.
True.
Decide amongst yourselves who will take the place of the next one.
Uh-huh.
I'm partly scared too because I think I might be cursed.
I feel like there's
Or if
something
it's just
else I'd
Greg,
like
then
to
that's
say,
fine.
but
I'll never play him again.
the next series of rounds go by. Of course, you all have your other fight, but every other match goes by. You guys win or lose, whatever. When the day finishes up, everyone is shown to their own personal quarters, and this is not the whole party shares a thing. You guys will all have your own individual quarters that you can stay in.
Wow.
And you have a lovely view of the sea, no matter what part of the island you're on. But for the sake of everyone getting to go to bed now, that will be that, unless anyone has any questions.
No, my question was, can I hug Grug, or are they not allowed to be?
You can indeed. You can
So
even
much.
heal him if you want.
Yay! Yeah, I
I'll
want to
just
be
say,
one of the clerics that
I
heals
was
when I
very
give some
much
hugs.
avoiding Aya's eyes when I got back after the fight.
I'll go heal Grug and give him a hug, and then when I come back, I want to be like, oh my god, Annabelle, you were amazing. That was so good. I felt bad for Grug, but you did so good. You're so cool. I love Annabelle.
You've made her feel a bit better.
Yeah.
Just there, kind of like finger through her hair, making little loops. Just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt kind of bad.
So fun getting over her. She's so cool.
So,
Yes.
that match goes through.
Is it bedtime now?
It is bedtime now. Figure out
Okay.
amongst you who will be the next participant in the next fight. And worst case, I
Oh,
will
no.
perform that fight with them over the week, or we'll play it out then. Whatever.
Wait,
Okay.
I go to bed now. Bye.
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 And that's that. Tournament day 1.